And what really makes me mad is that when I look for your channel, a bunch of white people come up first with watches, and then a white man, and then I have to scroll past everything.
This I didn't hear what you said. You said
I said
something watches.
Yeah, when I look for your channel, because for some reason it doesn't come up. As much as I type in your channel,
you would think that.
You would think that it comes up.
There is another AK watch which actually has to do with watches that always pops up.
Here's the thing. It's not even, it's bringing me to random watches that have A and K in it. And I'm literally putting AK watch. Like, what do you want me to do?
The algorithm really don't be liking me like that. So y'all, if somebody could send like an angry email or two to YouTube and tell them stop playing me like that, I would appreciate it. And hi, hey, hello, welcome.
Hey y'all.
How do?
Who is this?
Yes, indeed, we did fight some Nazis.
Why is Mr. Beast on my homepage? What is happening?
What the fuck? Keep talking because I can't hear you. A call just cut off my mic. BRB.
No, that's rude. It's very rude. But yeah, I'm just trying to, get to AK's channel, and it's taking me around the world and down the street for something so fragging simple.
Okay, I have returned now.
What? Hold on. What is happening?
Let me run down the chat list real quick. RJ's in the spot. What's going on? Silver Sight. Y'all definitely go check the homie out. He's always got some great discussion on his streams. Pardon my voice. I am a bit of the sickly, so yeah. Gonna sound like this probably for the next couple weeks. What happened? Are you good? What happened?
I don't know. That's weird. I don't like that.
Dude, the Candy Imps. We gonna talk about the freaking nightmare of Gulliver's Travel.
That's what y'all get
very soon.
Didn't I tell you touch that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Once again, stop touching shit. Master, yes, he went for all of the snacks. And okay, yes, welcome Mother Roan, Sunny Skies, John. I do believe I saw Lady Nina's icon pop up. Yes, indeed. There you go. Dorn's Wench is in the spot. What's going on? Look in the description. It should be down there.
What are we talking
about? My Instagram. I rarely post. I usually just share things that make me giggle.
Yeah, I'm not on Instagram.
I have videos coming out, I put them out there.
I'm on TikTok more. If you want to see what I'm doing, TikTok is where I'm at because it's easy for me to make a video and be like, "This is stupid." Mm-hmm. Post.
My biggest backlogs on Instagram are Meeks and my cousin Daphne.
Be like, "I like this post." This is my favorite post.
You know what? I legit probably should have Daphne running my socials because she's just like all of the savvy in that.
That makes sense. I wish I could.
I'll see.
That was my goal, but we're all working now, so
exactly.
My sister works in a hospital. I work for the patrol, and my brother works for Micro Center. So I'm like,
yep.
Two of us can't even have our phones out in the area.
Yeah, so yeah, that's not gonna work. But we are here, folks, for the finale. Finally, these last two episodes of this season, and I will say, I guess I can see where some of the buzz on being a bit disappointed on how it ending are coming from. But it was still a banger of a season, and these two episodes were also very good.
I didn't expect my feelings to be that hurt in the last episode.
Hurt, bruh. We're gonna talk about it. We'll cry together. We're gonna talk about it. But episode 7, like a Keith. What was that? Like a Keith in the wind, Keith in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, we start that off, and it's like we thought was gonna happen. Vigilante 2. I may go in between calling them Vigilante 1 and 2 to Thing 1 and 2, just so you know. Vigilante 2 is over here giving a rundown on the differences, and he's like, "Whoa, wait, hold on. The Nazis aren't there in your delay? Nah, I'm like, I don't know who America teamed up with precisely, but I know it wasn't the Nazis.
The Ally powers. That's what we did. It
Right.
was a lot of shenanigans. That had shenanigans.
A whole lot of shenanigans that Shan. And then he gets to like, I actually came through here with a person that is kind of black, kind of as in like you can't tell.
Oh, no, you can tell.
And he immediately jumps into action. Like, oh, shit, look, grab your helmet, motherfucker. We got to go. We got to leave now.
Yeah, because if they snatch her, you're never gonna see her again. Let's go.
Yeah, you're never gonna see her again. And I appreciate his speed in that. 3 times. You attempted to watch. Wait, what the sounds over? I like the season, but I didn't like the ending. Okay.
Attempted to watch it every time he woke up. It was like a promo for the band.
A promo.
It was a lot of music. I felt real bad for my editor because I'm like, ooh wee.
Yeah. Sorry, Justin.
Every 3 seconds is a song.
Boo. We love you. You do great work. Thank you.
Cut.
All of that.
Cut it.
All of that. But it was, and yeah, speaking of the music, we'll definitely get to the music because I kind of fumbled the bag on the intro in the next episode. We'll talk about that when we get there though. So ads is we see a little clip of ads being chased still by Keith and the gang, the lynch mob, and he gets a call from Daddy T1000. It's like, you know what? Now there's something more important. It's like, what do you mean? They're like, I thought one of them got out. It don't matter. Come home.
What did I say? I said what I said.
Right. I said, I don't care who you saw running down the street. Okay, no,
it's cool.
Let's go.
Cool. We need you home. Thank you so very much.
Yeah. We got shits to talk about. And while ads is running, and I have beef with this scene, not the end, but this little bit leading up to that. Ads hops the gate, and she's running through the backyard, and there's a pool in the backyard. Why ads?
Why get in the pool?
We are in the Melanation, the group of Melanation. We don't do this.
I wouldn't mind.
Why would you jump into the pool?
But it don't make sense to get
space.
It don't make sense.
It doesn't.
Except for the fact that they really wanted to electrocute everybody.
They couldn't find something else to do with them.
That's it. Because ain't no way I'm being chased by anything and I jump in the pool. It has to be like bees or something that can't be in the water.
Seriously. And even bees, you're not safe jumping in a pool. Don't do that. Even if you hold your breath, they will wait until you come back up. Don't do that.
Wasps definitely will wait. They'll park at the edge.
Especially wasps. Yeah, wasps will. They are petty. They are petty as fuck. They will absolutely wait. The minute the little bit of your forehead comes up, pop, they on you. So yeah, don't do what ads did here. She jumps in the pool and it ends up being Judo Master that comes up and helps pull her out. And then he waits a little bit and here comes the minions and he puts the cut wire into the pool and takes great delight in zapping them. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I was like, you know what? That's what the fuck you get.
You should have been in your house.
Y'all.
Should have managed your business.
Why the fuck are you out here?
Okay. Well, now you're gonna be out here forever. In spirit. That what you get.
You said so Judo Master could zap them? I disagree.
I just feel like she jumped in.
Didn't know he was gonna end up there.
But it was nice that that's what they set it up for. Like,
indeed.
Writers and such. But have an amazing time being dead, y'all. Be blessed.
Yep. I hope none of you are leaving that water with heartbeat.
Greatness.
Yeah. I said it. I don't care. So they get back. Wait, hold on. It says ads in the pool. T1000. This is where he calls him, and Eagly is in there. And I know it's not funny, but I have to laugh because Eagly is low key trolling him. Once they set the plan, and he brings him a little rope because of how he asks for help. And
I don't even think it's a little rope. I felt like it was like spaghetti noodle or something. It was something that was just like.
Does this help? No.
You remember? It reminds me of You remember the Fifth Element? And he was like, "Give me the gun, the gun." And he gave him the 2 balls. He was like, "Thank you."
I forgot about that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is exactly what that was.
Merry Christmas.
You hold up your hands to signal like you're shooting somebody, and man's rolls you some pool balls.
It was very helpful.
Yeah, that's because those are the same thing. Mm-hmm.
He did say thanks though.
Well done. Oh my god.
That's what it reminded me of. But Eagle was like playing as he was tied up. I mean, he was like,
and then he went back to the fridge. Could Eagly have got him out? Yeah.
Probably.
Eagle bees are their beaks are very sharp and their talons are even sharper. He could have, but like I said, Eagly likes to troll this dude. That's just what it was. I feel like this was his little bit of rite of passage. He had to test.
Eagly only really liked 2 people at that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ads and of course Chris. So everybody else is doesn't even like hardcore.
Like everybody else is literally a pawn and a toy for him to play with.
Mm-hmm.
He is the prime Merlinian, if it were.
Mm-hmm.
And Ads and Judo Master, they kill time playing Scrabble.
That's so
while
disgusting.
Eating Cheetos with an H, and he makes sure to say, "Yeah, they don't taste as good as the stuff we have."
Well, we probably not, because all of the other like extra additives are probably not there. Like the flavor enhancers and stuff. If they shut it down like that.
And there's definitely no flaming hot Cheetos. I do believe that was a regular Cheetos bag, because you can't have something like flaming hot Cheetos without the Mexican man that made that. So
that is very true. Dang, they was missing a lot of stuff. How do you even have a cell phone?
How do you have air conditioning? How do you even have a dining room table?
There's so many things. Like, how do you?
History?
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you?
There's quite a lot of things in your home now that you wouldn't have if it wasn't for Black people. Just remember that next time you're walking around your house. Just saying.
And I just like how this episode is like it's very much holding up a mirror to people who don't pay attention to stuff that does not concern them. Because Chris in that office, he went to that office multiple times. Hardcore was in there one time, and she was like,
and clocked it immediately. Why? Because this is literally in this woman's blood. This is what the fuck she does for her job. She has to pay attention on her job.
She's like, you didn't see the mind comp on the desk? You didn't see that?
The only thing Chris ever needs to pay attention to is the mission in his mind.
Like, okay, you didn't see the giant Hitler on the wall? Oh, you didn't? Oh. When they panned over and showed it, I was like...
Right, because it was right there. And it was large. You're not looking on everybody's desk. Okay, fine. You're not going to see the book.
I get that.
The flags were all rolled up. Okay, fine. You're not going to see the wall. But the man is on the fucking wall, bro.
Wall? All right.
He's literally the watcher on the fucking wall.
The wall.
How?
He literally was. It's such tunnel vision. Like, I couldn't,
absolutely.
And people were like,
again,
they thought it was a joke. Like, they made it seem like it was a joke. Like, no, they made it seem exactly how it is. Because a lot of people don't pay attention to stuff that's right in front of them because it does not concern them.
Because it doesn't concern them.
Like, it's just like, the best way to think about this is how, as a lady gets older, she'll have a period, right? And you, as a child, never notice the commercials. Until you started having one, you notice the commercials.
And then they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. And I was like, how in the hell did I skip this? Did I just block this out? Like,
yep.
Like, I'm like, I'm watching something like, this is a period. This is a tampon commercial. This is it's a pad commercial. Like, you didn't see it.
Which also
didn't see any of it.
Slightly off topic, because I would just like to give a digital slap to all of those boy moms that feel the need to tell their girl children or other girls that end up being around in the house to hide all of their feminine things, including when they change it and they put the wrapper in the trash can in the bathroom. You know, you have to hide that. It's not fair that they shut the fuck up.
Girl, we had to carry your bag.
Kid watches TV. They know what those are. There's a whole fucking aisle, a whole 2 aisles in the grocery store now.
No, they don't know what those are because they don't pay attention to it.
Let your freaking boys learn what this shit is and stop making your daughters feel bad about being a girls.
Or even just like telling the girls what it is. Because I told you I had a 20-minute argument with one of my goddaughters about it because she saw the little sport version and it was a colorful package and she thought it was candy. 20-minute argument about this is not candy. Well,
okay.
This is candy. It's not candy. Well, it's candy. I was like, why do you think it's candy? Because look at the package. I'm like, girl.
Did you have sex ed classes in school still when you were in school?
I had it in high school.
High school?
Freshman year, I think.
That is way too late.
I think so. Yeah, freshman year. Before they didn't have them in school, so we had to go to like I want to say it's not outdoor seminars, but like the library had a seminar.
Were you here?
Kids.
Were you here when you went to elementary school?
Well, yeah, no. I didn't come here until I was like in my 8th grade year. Down south, they had it at like the libraries had people come in and talk about it. But yeah, we didn't have anything until
wild. That always surprises me when people tell me stuff like that, because I had my first sex ed class in 3rd grade. No, not 3rd grade, 4th grade. And I feel like that's about the time where you do need to start differentiating and making sure your kids know, yeah, you can't just be running around jumping in the tub with anyone.
I had home ec in like the 8th grade where we went through all like birth and all that stuff, but it wasn't like concentrating on the sex ed portion. It was like, okay, this is what happens when you have a baby, and this is what happens in the house. This is what you got to do. So it was just a part of house stuff. Interesting.
Well,
no, I learned on the job, John.
To Dornish's point to what she's saying, this is why I said Chris always keeps his mind on the mission, so that's all he sees. And yeah, part of him being in that world was her ass, but that was the mission, so it makes sense. So and Jamaica saying, Anabio and Joe the Master only get to be oblivious about 5 minutes. Yeah,
first of all, she should have came in on should have came in with her antennas like.
Exactly. You would think she would, because we've seen her grow in her awareness this season. However, here she missed it, but there were no real discernible clues that we saw at the house.
Well, here's the thing. My thing is, if you're in a different dimension, why do you feel comfortable walking around?
Oh yeah, and we said that last time. No, you should have stayed in the house.
There is no way I'm going outside.
You absolutely should have still stayed in the house. But I get it that she wouldn't catch it right away because it wasn't really there to be seen.
Yeah, there was nothing in the house. So there was nothing in the
her. I get. Chris does not get that pass.
No, Chris is everywhere.
No way.
He should have seen it. He was out there.
Bro, you were outside. You didn't even need to see that wall. You were outside. All those people looked like you.
I instantly clocked it instantly.
That's right, because you remember we've been clocking that since the beginning.
I'm like, kid stepped outside. Looking in the background.
And asked if this was his perfect world, and he absolutely, it is not his perfect world. We know that because as soon as he did come into full visibility, how the fuck did I miss that? He's upset with himself about it, so
he should be.
At least there's that. He doesn't get a pass though.
But I appreciate how Hardcore was like, this is dumb. Everybody in here is dumb. This is stupid.
You didn't know what they were about. See that again? That's
what I mean. Like nobody's telling them.
These kids sex ed classes, and they talked about all of that. Periods. What's going to happen? What you may need to do? How when you wake up and your little thing has things going on down there that you weren't prepared for just yet. This is what's happening. It's okay. Don't be alarmed. That's maybe I'm the weird one for thinking better education on these things could help.
Girl, education
before they turn into teenagers, but
Well, even then, like with my goddaughter, she's not my kid, so I couldn't, I'm respecting the wishes of the mama to not say nothing. But I'm like, girl, you need to have a conversation with her because I'm not spending another 20 minutes arguing. I'm not. I gave it to her and I was like, here, open it. And she opened it and she was like, so is it candy? I don't know what this is, but is it candy? It don't look like it. Okay, thank you. Now I wasted one. Thank you so very much.
Indeed, and good job to you too there, Lady Nina. Absolutely. Chantal, what's going on, girl? 2 brothers and 5 sisters, and we never had a problem at that.
Oh,
exactly. Because y'all were informed.
Wait.
What happened?
It just reminded me.
Oh shit! Story time with Meeks. What happened?
So me and my sister, I think we were like maybe 5 or 6, and we would still take baths together. And we would play like in the water and stuff. So mom had this bag with this little tubey thing, and we would play with it all the time. We would blow on it. We would put water in and fill it up. That was the douche bag, literally.
Ma'am.
We didn't know what it was. We was like, oh, let's play with this. Didn't played with it for years. Didn't know what it was. And then randomly, like when we were 13 or 14, we mentioned it to mom, and she was like, I'm sorry, you did what? I said, yeah, we used to play with this thing all the time. And she was like, do you even know what this bag is? I was like, no.
Oh my God.
We used to fill it up with water. We used to be like,
play. Were y'all going around filling up condoms with water too?
No, because they didn't have that. But my mother used the douche bag thing to clean.
Oh, massive. Yep, that was it in summer.
I was rolling. When we told her that, she laughed so hard she cried. She was like, y'all was not over there playing with that bag. I was like, it was a bag that was near the tub, and we was in the tub playing, and we was playing with the bag. We was playing with the bag and the tube.
Have you ever had that not so fresh feeling?
She was like, oh my God, you be playing with that? I was like, Mom, you didn't tell us what it was. We just knew that this bag was in the bathroom and you can put water in it. And if you hooked up the tube to it, the water came out and it was like, wee. So no, if the parents don't mention it to the kids don't know. The kids don't know.
Educate your children's. Please.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, or don't, and then later on they'll have
great stories
here.
Amazing.
And tell great stories.
Amazing. She laughed so hard she was crying. Mom and Dad couldn't even get a breath, and I was like, that's what happens when you don't tell nobody nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what happens.
Exactly. This is why. Please educate your kids. Don't listen to these assholes that are telling you that no, you need to keep them innocent. That's how they get hurt the most, by not knowing things.
It's not even the assholes. Sometimes it's the parents themselves who be like, well, they're too young to know that. I'm like, girl, listen. You better get it together. Because my friend, she has 4 kids, and her oldest is like 16. And so of course it's like a 4-year difference between them. Oh. Put a Band-Aid on what?
However,
what is the Band-Aid
go
on?
You know what it was. I'm going to hell.
Because there's no.
Why do you think logic matters in a child's brain?
No, but I'm just like, so. Because it's not a Band-Aid big enough. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have to use gauze, if anything.
Oh, dear. Neither.
I need a diagram. Like, I need somebody to write this. I need a. Where's
someone
my
have facts on that situation?
Listen, I don't have my stick. I need my stick pointer. That's what I need. That's what that is. This is a stick pointing situation. Oh, here it is. Hold on. I need one of these. Situation. I need where's the I need you to tell me. Explain to me. You know what I'm saying? Explain to me how. I can't.
Demara, shut up.
I can't.
Go to your room. You go to your room right now, sir.
I can't.
Her mother called the school to tell the nurse. Oh dear.
I mean, that would be excellent. It fits right in a little holy hole too. That's perfection. But I'm just like, a Band-Aid? I
mean, that would have made more sense.
Interesting.
That makes sense to do, though, Sonny.
Interesting.
They are resiliently absorbent.
Yeah. So.
Oh man.
But yeah. So I get how if you're not told, then you don't know.
If you're not told something, then you don't know. Sometimes, yes.
You don't know what you don't know till you know you don't know it.
Till you know.
It's my favorite thing. I don't know where it came from, but I remember it. I heard it once and I was like, that's amazing because it makes yes.
Oh man. So Harcourt and Chris are in like the slowest most romantic car chase. Like,
it's a scenic drive.
It's a motorcycle, and none of y'all cruisers could tap them. Like, you don't even need to do a full pit maneuver on a motorcycle. You could just tap him just a little bit too hard.
I feel like because
you were really trying to stop him.
He was Peacemaker, that they were just like, maybe could you stop?
Respectful.
Could you stop, please?
We just wanted to talk to you about your
hold on a second, sir.
Insurance.
Exactly. Like, could you wait, sir? Give me just pull over a second. Talk.
And this situation does come up again a little bit later. We'll get back to this. Right, no spike strips, or who was the first person to come up with spike strips?
I have no idea. And
I'm genuinely asking that, but I am also thinking that it's highly possible it was a person of color. I don't know that, but the whole thing just does not make sense that they weren't able to stop these two people on a motorcycle. And also, when leaving the damn building, this man just flew through the window and then crashed as soon as he got outside. How about you have better aim, my dude?
He said he had to adjust for carrying two people, which is understandable. However, the way that he flew, I would have laid on the ground. You had to carry me because I'm not getting up. That shit hurt.
There was enough room that he could have adjusted before they got out that door. And why keep going straight forward? Why not, as soon as you're through the glass, angle up? Up,
because he had to get to his car.
He didn't really need that car.
Oh, not his car, his motorcycle.
He didn't need that either. He could have flown home. He could have been E.T. and flown them home.
But I really like them together. They're cute.
But
together.
It was a very super
sweet
cute moment.
Oh.
And she's having, a little bit of random memories, and what really
feelings
sold it was like, when she tightens her arms around, it's around one of his hands, and when you're in your true coupley love fits,
it's
and
cute.
When the hands come together like that,
it's cute.
You know what that means.
Hair flip.
And it was heartwarming. It was very heartwarming.
I know he wanted to bring that motorcycle to the portal. Listen, sir.
I don't blame him, because it was a nice ride, but did you really need that? Like, you could build that now. You know what it's made of, the models and shit.
Here's the thing, I feel like you have more than one at the house. That's where the portal is.
Yeah.
Just go home. Go to the garage. Wheel it through the house. I just feel like you have more than one.
Hard.
Just saying.
But so once they do actually get stopped, and it's not even because they stopped him. There were people blocking the other path, and then he drove down the only other road that was there, and he stopped himself. And when it looks like they might have a problem, Keith and T1000 fly in, and in this moment, I have to give the fanboy that is James Gunn props, because the first thing T1000 himself says is, "You two want to live? Come with us." And if you're a Terminator fan like we are, then those words in the form of "come with me if you want to live" were originally said by Cal Reese to Sarah Connor when he was trying to save her life in the original Terminator. So I fucks with stuff like that. I love when our directors are nerds and they throw a little shit in here like this. Fantabulous. And from there, it cuts to Agent Greasy and Sasha, and he's going into the prison, Belle Reve, I believe it is, and he gets one of Alexis Tech boys out there. And this dude, just issues. I don't know what it is with him, but he makes a deal, and he's goes in, he finds the portal. It only takes him literally like 10 seconds to find it, which is weird. I feel like there were other people that should have been able to figure that out, but
because I'm like, didn't you find it before? And if it's open, use the same thing you found before. Use before to find it.
You got an alert from Economos about it. Was that only specifically because they were watching his house? They knew where it was?
Like,
I feel like they should still have been able to track where that signal was.
Yeah, I'm like, or was it on Economos' like PC itself, and you have to log into his profile, and y'all couldn't log into his profile or something? Like, I don't know.
There's no way they would be able to get into his profile.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the whole thing was weird.
I'm like, yes, this don't make no sense. Y'all was strange. So you hired an external to come in and do this. Okay. All right, then. Y'all have fun with that. Merry Christmas.
I feel like it was just another moment to connect the worlds, but it was a very unneeded moment. Mm-hmm. So,
they go back to the house after this, I think.
My notes. After you called, yep. The guy does one pertinent bit of information. He does say, though, is that the signal they're getting is a secure, locked in signal. Lex was never able to do that. That's why the shit looked all wonky.
And it tore a hole in there.
And it tore shit up. Yeah, because it wasn't a solid natural gateway that was opened.
And I like that. I like they connected it directly to the movie. Yeah. And I like it was that guy, because when he got mugged by Mr. Terrific, I did laugh. Because that was him. He got a whole face full. He was like, oh. As he should, sir. As you said, yeah, you're right. Do it again.
Yeah. So Ads is we cut back to Ads in Judo Master, and she's complaining about Kia, and he calls her out for it. Fair point, because Ads, baby, I love you, but you've been in Delulu land with this woman, and I don't want to see either one of you and hurting at all. So you got to come correct on that.
Yep.
Can't ask for her to support you when you don't want to support her.
Exactly. It's like, how are you
y'all gotta be in balance.
You can't push your dream onto her. Like, that's the part of being in a relationship, is kind of acquiescing to each other's like reasonable requests. That's all. As long as they're reasonable.
Your nerd card is not revoked, but we will deduct 5 points.
And so I'm just like, he did talk some sense into her about that, but I like the fact that he was, even though they had beef, they were still talking. That's my favorite part. Like, it's no hard feelings. Like,
I low-key fucks with Judo Master on this, and we always say it, even when people are villains, if they do have some solidness in their personality, some quirks that we could vibe with, we absolutely will give them a pat on the back and maybe even a shot of rum. Like, here you go, bro.
But the thing is, he's not even a villain. He's just working with.
And he's not a villain. He literally just does what he thinks he should be doing.
Like, this is my job.
When the time comes, he will switch up and course correct if he finds a better cause. He's petty.
Yeah.
But again, y'all know we love a good petty. And you can't deny this man's skill. You really can't. And when he does start going in, of course, about Chris, and we flip the script, we get an Uno reverse, and Ads gives it to him like, look, yes, he's ridiculous and dumb and beyond some bullshit sometimes. However,
he is really a good person.
If you allow the space for him to try to assess you, because this is a thing that Chris does, and try to connect with you, he's actually a pretty sweet dude, and she's 100% correct.
So that's my favorite part about him. Like, he's just so adorable. He's so sweet and kind, and he just wants love and a family. That's it. It's so simple.
He literally is. He's kind of the very definition of what a fluidic person would be. Like, they can go with the flow. They can vibe and mix and meld with damn near everything. So yeah. And they were both right on that. And after a little bit, he goes and checks outside the curtain. And I love how he talks when he switches back into, kind of like battle mode. Darkness is falling. Let's go. So yeah, they make their plan out. Now back at the home base, T1000 asks for the breakdown on what's going on, because they know that Chris is dead and Keith is all up in arms. And T1000 does have to step in and calm him down. And
he's like, listen, let's get the information. Get the information first.
Exactly. And this is where we start to see who T1000 really is in this world. So I really do like that they put this in there, because while he's giving it us the assessment and Chris is telling him, he immediately sees it like, oh shit, okay, so it was an accident. Okay. And granted, was he not able to assess it was an accident? I don't think any of them would have been leaving that house. But he put, he wanted to get all the information first, get all his ducks in a row, and I you can appreciate that, I think. Right, like he's a little dick. He's a little dickish from what we've seen. However, for this version, the majority of what we've seen has actually been a net positive.
Yeah, I like this version.
And I would have loved to see a little more backstory on that world's history, particularly pertaining to him, because I feel like they gave us a whole other side of thought that none of us were really looking at. And we definitely should have, and I don't want to dismiss it, which is why I made sure to put it in the notes. And in the middle of this, we get a knock at the door, and I can never remember what this man's name is.
I've seen him everywhere.
All that I associate with him the most is what the fuck was it? What was the parody of I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Oh God.
What was that called?
Don't ask me. It was a bunch. It was all the names. All the names in bunch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Scream and it was all of that.
Yeah, it was like I want to say the first thing that comes to mind is what is it like don't drink and don't do something in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. It was one of those.
Yeah, it was one of those things. Yeah,
movies. And I cannot remember what the name of that one was, but he comes in and he basically goes through the whole. But was that Scary Movie?
I feel like it was a different one.
I don't think it was Scary Movie. It was one of the ones that had like a super long name.
Hold on, let me see.
Okay, wait, yeah, Marlon was in that. Like both Marlon and Sean were in that. Scary Movie.
I feel like I thought it was another one.
There is another one outside of the one that I just thought about.
Oh my gosh, he was also in White Chicks. He was in Scary Movie. He's in a lot of funny stuff.
Well,
let me see. Hold
on,
let me get
he's been in a lot of stuff. I can never remember his name though. Let's see. Okay, but where were we though? Got back to the house. Yeah, and the cops are knocking on the door, and they try like every trick in the book. Well, sir. Thank you. That's what it was. Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Juice in the Hood was a hilarious fucking movie. Shout out to my girls, Nikki and Tanya on 1001. They did a discussion stream with one of their friends, Shalia Monet, on their channel. So I highly recommend y'all go check that out. It was funny. If he's innocent, sir, then you shouldn't mind us coming in to look around. No, he ain't home.
I never said he was innocent.
He's been involved.
I said he wasn't here.
The deaths of 15 cops. It doesn't matter. You not coming in my house.
Amen.
I don't care.
Close the door.
Well, it's only a matter of time before we go get it. Go get your fucking warrant. I said you not coming in my house. My son ain't here. Bye.
Don't let him do it to you.
And that again is a mirror being held up to the real world. To everyone that says, well, if you would just show your ID, blah, blah, blah. No. Absolutely not.
They're waiting for you.
Exactly. That's a full-on fucking setup. That is. And he slams the door. And it does actually look like they're about to leave. Or at the very least, they're going to try to formulate something and then camp out until they get the signature on the warrant. Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. It was definitely a fucking setup.
There you go. Yeah.
There was that one. Yeah. Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. Yeah. I think that's the one I was trying to think of, but it might have been thinking on a Scary Movie now. It might have been that one.
He's definitely in Scary Movie.
I don't remember. Okay. If that's probably the one then.
By the way, he has a serious resume. I'm still scrolling through it.
Oh yeah.
I just hit the 90s. I hit the late 90s. I just hit the late 90s.
He has a long repertoire in the industry. Absolutely. I mean, and he's a good actor. He's a very good actor. I think I've liked him in literally every role I've seen him in. But after that, we cut back to the house for a second. Oh wait, no.
They're still in the house.
There's something else. Yeah. Of course, all the front. Blah. Sorry, my mouse hit the the thing where my Word doc was, and it scrolled away from where we were. But yeah, so once he closes the door, we cut back to across the street behind the bushes, and Thing 1 and Thing 2 have now caught up with Ads and Judo Master, and immediately, you know, little baby Vidge, our little baby cousin, starts going in on Judo Master. It's like, yo, why the fuck are you with this guy? Yo, fuck this guy.
Like,
I hate this you mad guy. Because I kicked your ass? Bitch, look, that was a fucking fluke that you did that. Now, you walk around here wearing green. What the fuck does green have to do with karate? He's like, yeah, what? And then Thing 2 chimes in with like, what is that bullshit on your chest? Looks like somebody jizzed on your chest. Like, why do you want to jizz on my chest, bro? I didn't say I wanted to. Yeah, but you just really walked into that trap, bro.
He did. He walked right into it
quickly.
And Ads is like, I just want y'all to shut up.
Right, like, can y'all fucking
we got to get into the house, okay?
Like, look, let's figure out how to get in there. And this is another thing I have to point out as a mirror to society in our current life form. When it comes to getting into the house and the option of just killing all the cops comes up, it's the black woman that says, how about we don't do that? We just find a way to sneak around the back or something.
They was like, I'm game. We can go for kill some cops.
They're like, okay, I mean, I guess we could do that too, but no, let's go.
Fine. Fine.
So, yeah. It's wild. It's wild as fuck. And so we could jump back into the house from there. And again, T1000 is showing how much of a rational dude he is listening to the story. Dude, when Ads is brought up, Keith chimes in and says, well, yeah, I was chasing her. And immediately, like, he didn't even think about it. For a second, he said, what the fuck was you doing that for?
Well, she got out. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? That is not your business.
She got out. And first of all, hold on, pause. What the fuck does that mean?
No,
I didn't catch that.
Because you have to, at the beginning of the episode,
you had told me that.
Adrian said that.
And Fandom told me that.
Yeah, Adrian has said that they were all in camps. Anybody who was not white was in a camp. And they made everything that they used.
Yeah, and somehow my brain was not connecting that.
You're crazy.
I don't know.
That's why it was so funny. He was like,
but
what the fuck are you doing
I heard it, like, wait a minute. And where exactly are they locked up?
No, I don't even care. at that point, I don't even care. I'm like,
It's wild. And sadly, I don't think we'll ever revisit this world. I do think that there is some kind of way Keith is going to get out.
Keith should stay where he is.
But I'm hoping for, you know, how the events at the end played out. That's going to make him turn over a new leaf.
I want him to stay exactly where he's at.
We shall see.
Stay exactly stay in your universe.
In your spot. And sadly, we do know that it doesn't matter that Crossbones now has the portal. Keith can still get into the portal room because his dad didn't have enough time to change that code.
Change the code.
Yeah. So he can still get in there. Whether he'll be able to find what door to try to get through remains to be seen.
There's still so much. But his dad was like, did anybody tell you to do that? That's dumb. And Hardcore was like, oh, look, what did the Nazi say? And he got real irritated. He's like, don't call me that.
Don't call me a fucking Nazi. Don't call me a Nazi.
I'm not that. Look. He was like, listen, this is not the world. I didn't create this world. I didn't start this stuff. Exactly. I'm just in here trying to survive. I gotta survive. And I'm doing what I need to do without doing anything extra. Like that, I don't need to do that. So don't call me that. He was like, I maybe in your world you fight everything you need to fight and it's all great and beautiful, but here it doesn't work like that. I am old and I am tired. I'm not doing it. I'm not risking myself.
Here's the thing, and I just had this thought. Another thing, when we've seen him go out and fight, like I'm sure both Peacemaker and Keith has gone out and done things solo before, but all the engagements that we've seen T1000 in, they were against literal monsters. There weren't humans involved.
Yeah.
So I think that shows it can be reasoned that he only helped with like the alien monster shit.
Yeah, because I mean, Keith showed up when they were doing the bomb in the building episode, whichever episode that was.
At the end.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
When
he
Chris
flew through the helicopter.
Yeah. So I'm like, his dad was not there.
Exactly.
That was not there.
And he had, by all rights, he should have been there because that was, for what he knew at the time, that was his son in danger.
Exactly.
But he didn't go because Keith was gone.
Yeah, he definitely profited off of that. Absolutely. Trying to change it. Absolutely. He did not agree with it.
And he says that. I know that there's shit things going on in this world. I don't agree with that, but I got to do something to look out for me and my boys.
Exactly.
So,
and I just like the fact that
I fully believe he's being genuine here.
Exactly, he was being real genuine. He was speaking from the heart. I was so involved in his speech. I didn't even see Adrian come up behind him. I was like, oh, look at that. And I was like, oh wait, there he is.
And the space was wide open.
I'm like, please, Jesus.
And you go back and look. You can see when he sneaks up before he jumps in.
Oh my God, you can.
You can see that.
Stabs him to help.
Yeah, exactly, John. He played the hand he was dealt.
I felt so bad.
And I believe that was Vigilante 2 that jumped in like that because the visceral.
No, I think it was our Vigilante that did that.
Do you think it was ours?
He said we had Peacemaker tied up in the chair because I don't think this version. The Adrian 2 would have done that for Peacemaker because he didn't like Peacemaker.
No, that's why I'm not saying he killed him for Peacemaker. I think he just knows that he's a part of the system that he hates. I think he did it just to do it.
I think that was one who jumped in because he was like he had Economos tied up in a chair. Like he knew Economos. That's what he said. He's like, Economos is tied up in a chair. What do you mean? I'm like, that's why I think that was our Vigilante that did it.
Okay, you're right.
That definitely sounds.
I forgot about that line. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, that was definitely our Adrian because he's. I'm gonna do this first. He's real reactive. You got to catch him. You ever see like little kids?
I agree.
You ever see little kids that are just like standing on the ledge and you're like, don't do that. Don't you do that?
Like you could see.
Don't you do that?
The wheels turning,
and you get behind them. Don't do that. Don't do that. And they jump and you grab them like. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly how Vigilante is. You got to like, don't do that. Seriously, stop.
Yeah.
Chill out for a second. But yeah, and that just sets off a whole chain of tomfoolery and shenanigans because Augie was bleeding to death. Keith freaked out.
Yeah, and there's no saving him on that the side of the neck, and there are some very important things there in the neck area, and it is one of the least protected places on the body.
It stabbed him the hell up, bled out. Keith was screaming. Chris was screaming. Everybody else was shocked, like, shit, we got to get out of here. They left Economos on the floor, tied up in the chair.
Hey, fuckheads, come back and get me. And then and instead of pulling the fucking ropes off, they drag him in the chair.
Yes.
Why?
2 seconds to cut the ropes. That takes
so much more time. It would have taken 2 seconds to cut them ropes.
2 seconds. I know that man is heavy. That man is like 6'8". I know he's heavy. I know he's heavy. He's got to be like 300 pounds. I know he's
big.
Heavy.
That's a big boy right there.
That is a
big,
not
chunky, chunky.
And so while they were running, Keith shot off one of his like projectiles in the house, and it blew up the side of the building. And then the police was like, "Oh, going in now." And I was like,
time to go in. No, I think what didn't something else shoot because they came in. And Keith had to fly through that wall. So it was after the cops had come in and he was still holding T-1000 when they were running away. And then I think once he finally was gone and got away from them, he flew through the wall straight at John, at Cena, right? Straight at Chris. And took him down, started doing it, and everybody else immediately turns around, snatches him off.
Listen,
because, I was like, also Jesus. A big motherfucking man, so it took all of that.
I was like, please, Jesus, not his brother, not in front of him, please.
Not in front of him, right? And they were getting there. And he goes into like full-on panic mode because he's seeing this shit again, and he yells, he makes them stop. Like, yo, no, this wasn't supposed to happen. This is not what I meant. I'm so fucking sorry. Everybody around me dies. It's fucking me being a jinx, killing all of the people around. It was good. It was my brother. He died. My dad. I had to shoot him, and then I came through and I fucking killed myself, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us? What the fuck is wrong with me? John. He is so the realest, right? He is the realest, rawest emotions right now heart on his sleeve.
Mm-mm.
And then, what could you even say to that man in that moment?
There's nothing. Y'all just had to get the hell out of there. Y'all had to get the hell out of there.
Anyone could have said.
And that's exactly what they did.
Running through.
Like Ads and Chris went through first, and then Economos and Judomaster went through.
Then Judomaster, then Vigil, thing 1 and thing 2 hugged it out. It's like, yo, bro, we
so much fun.
We'll be back. I swear, we better get fucking baby cousin Vig 2 back.
I hate that they call him Vig. It's so weird. That's why we like Adrian. I'm calling him Adrian.
Yeah, because you know what it reminds. You know what it reminds us of. Yes, that's the thing. And Harcourt is the last to leave because, and I feel like she had the right idea.
Yeah,
what she says,
absolutely correct.
Right, you're right. He came in blazing, Sons of Liberty forever, bitches. And I fucked with that energy. I really did.
Yeah, listen.
What did you say?
Because Amelia was not playing. She was like, we can't have him coming through.
I cannot have you coming after him. I'm sorry. Look, this ain't personal, bro. It's just business.
It's just business.
I'm sorry. I cannot have you coming after my man like that. And just before she's about to shoot, the yuppies get through again, why did it even take them that long? Like, nobody was fighting them.
I think they were probably trying to clear the house, just make sure nobody else is in there. So you got to clear each room.
Okay,
as they were making their way through.
I suppose.
I felt like it was partially that and trying to keep him away from Chris, because the look on his face, like he complete in one ear and out the other what his father was saying. Like sometimes you just gotta like do what you can for you and stay the fuck out the way. In one ear, out the other when his father got killed.
He is very much in his grief.
So full of it. So full of vengeance right now.
Yeah, and I don't even know that he's going to register what Amelia said. I'm just hoping that he does and he makes a change for the better. That probably won't happen.
No, I know. I would like for it too.
Nemesis.
But then again, he's just like
find a way.
He would be just like Chris. His brother is dead and his dad is dead, and it's just him. So it's like it's not the reverse, but it's swapped a bit.
Yeah.
So
she was that was a part of it too. No, that was absolutely her motivation. And honestly, even if there wasn't the romance, I think she still would have done that because that would have been her looking out for her friend.
Yeah.
So romance or not romance, she was always going to ask for that gun to pull the trigger. And once the yuppie cops came through, she jumps out immediately. I feel like you still could have hit that clip though.
If she wanted to, she could have
out on your way, but she didn't. And I think there will be more reasons than we're actually seeing now that she hesitated there. And thing 2, baby cousin 2 comes through with the epic fucking backflip jump and close the damn portal door. And and for a hot second I did think maybe that's the wrong vigilante that got through, but
I know I did too.
And why do we think that? Because that's usually the trope. There's usually some type of weird switcheroo where everything is in dire straits and you only have one shot, you can't go back, and somebody gets left behind. So I thought that's what they were going to do, but rewatching now, him and Vigilante hugged before
Tom Purley happened.
Economos and then walked in. Yeah. So there wasn't no switcheroo. It was definitely Vig 2, and he did that shit because again his eye is always on the mission. His people got through. That's all the fuck he cared about. It is highly likely that he may be dead right now in that world
because they ran through.
It doesn't matter because he will be living in the halls of Valhalla because he died in battle, and for all intents and purposes they won. Yeah,
they got him back through. And then they popped out.
Everybody's jumped back in. They back
into
out
Chris's. No, not Chris's bedroom. Back into the.
Yeah, back into their.
The basement.
In Vigilante's basement, and they go up. He hands the portal to Crossbones and says, "Yo, this happened. I was the one that did the shit. It was my fucking portal.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have
and they
shit
came
do
to
with
get
it.
me and told me to surrender.
And
so
they
here.
came to get me, and they convinced me. So here you go. This is back to Rhodey from them. So you looking for this? Boom, there it is. And Judo Master obviously is going to walk back out and stand with his current employers.
Mm-hmm.
And Crossbones asks, like, is that how it played out? And he doesn't
like,
miss a beat. Yeah,
mm-hmm. That's exactly how it played out.
That's what happened. Yep.
And then they arrested Chris and put him in the back of their car. He just looked so defeated.
He did, yeah, because he fully believes that he deserves worse than this right now. And
John, I did too. I thought so too. I was like, please, Jesus, don't let his mama get caught up. His mama don't deserve that. His mama don't deserve that.
And I still question how much she really knows. Like, I think that just like Vigilante, she knows a lot more than is let on. But yeah, I don't know. I would like a bit more of a backstory on her, which also would tie into the backstory that we need on Vigilante, because I have questions. But for this episode, what are we gonna rate this by? Judo Master doing a solid. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Definitely doing a solid by not just by ads, but by all of them. Because he goes where he knows actual positive things are happening.
I'm leaning towards like Peacemobiles, because that's all I can think of. Because everything else is highly inappropriate.
Yes.
Everything else is highly appropriate. Exactly. I was like the Crocs. I'm like the
8 Scrabbles.
Oh, I hate that word.
How it electrifies. How about that? How many electrocutions?
We could do that.
Or 9 Cheetos. Okay. I would give this. I think I want to go with like an 8.75.
I'll give this episode an 8. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was very good. That the action was choice. It was or vaults. Yes, that's a better word. Thank you. Yes, do it by vaults. Yeah, Meeks gives it 8 votes. I give it 8.75. And yeah, I mean the action was there. The kind of the rap, or at least better continuance on some of the characters in these apps. We approve.
That's funny.
We approve.
That's funny.
So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I just like seeing more of the world. I like seeing everybody just come back together, and John Cena acting his ass off. So I'm like,
right. And look, what I'm trying to think of what the first thing I remember seeing John Cena in a role doing anything was with fucking Peter Baelish in 12 Rounds.
I didn't watch that.
And at that point, that's when he was still very big in the WWE. So he was just now breaking into acting, and I thought he was all right then.
I think this is the first thing I've actually watched from him, Peacemaker, because I knew he was in stuff, movies and things. I didn't watch any of it.
Oh wow, okay. Well, if you ever go back, I think you're in for a treat, because he's been a solid actor from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, he came out with the the personas that they give wrestlers in WWE. And yeah, exactly. You can't see me. He came out as a white rapper that could also wrestle in the ring. So and even when it comes to the rap game, surprisingly, I haven't heard all of his songs, but the one that I did hear was a fucking bop. And the video that he did for it was to like a theme of the A-Team, which, if you're an 80s kids, I think you probably love the A-Team just like I did. And I was like, okay, that was pretty fucking clever how you did that. He was Hannibal in that video. It was interesting. So yeah, he is a solid good actor. Say best actor, sound records, the Rock, Cena, Batista, 100%. 100%. All 3 of them, my faves. All right, so we go into the finale now. And we start with a flashback. In my notes, I put it as a flashback of cuteness.
It was very cute.
Because that is exactly what it was. And I got beef, though, for this scene. It starts off in this bar restaurant spot.
Big Belly Burger.
Big Belly Burger. Was that Big Belly Burger? Okay. They start off there, and we see Chris and Harcourt on a date. Or it probably it started off as just like, you know, two friends hanging out, but essentially it was a date. And he's in there, and we know from what Az has said, he's a heavy fucking music buff, and he has very eclectic taste, just like myself. And he stands up and starts serenading this woman. And again, if this ain't like that, what he did was literally like the equivalent of giving your girl a mixtape.
It was
that was centered around all songs about her in your eyes.
So freaking cute. Yeah. Listen, guys, come on.
I got beef with damn near everybody in that place, because why were there so many frowns and eye rolling and everybody just looking like, ew, what are you doing?
Because they suck.
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Because
the only people I don't have smoke with are the girls that were at the table behind them. Who was it? Auntie Maeve, the waitress, and there was an older black guy that came up at the end and gave him a hug. I couldn't see where he comes from. I feel like he was probably an employee there, because I think all the employees would know him like Auntie Maeve did. So they get a pass. Everybody else though, fuck y'all. Why do you hate
people
love?
Are weird. That's because people are weird. As somebody who often sings in public and dances in public, like
that's why I was so shocked. I was looking like, wait a minute, hold on.
Like when me and my friend Marcia are out and about, we will break into song
immediately
in the middle.
Me and Daphne do the same shit. I literally be apologizing to folks sometimes because me, Daphne, and Tanisha be so extra when we're out. We will literally break into song. We like at any point in time, we would literally serenade you with the whole the whole soundtrack of The Sound of Music. If it's Halloween and we're in a random store, I put a spell on you. Will automatically starting singing from us. Because we love Hocus Pocus. It's drinking songs, sober songs, all of the songs.
I do all.
We are very much musical nerds.
I'm a quotery. Okay, I am a quoterisms. Yeah. I will quote it.
And if y'all have been watching me, and all of y'all that I can see in the chat, and I see y'all shadow watchers also. I know y'all ain't in the chat, but I see you. Y'all know we love a good quote from a movie, because that's the level of fans that we are. So yeah, look. The Monster Mash.
I'm saying
the Monster Mash.
So
Monster Mash.
All those people being embarrassing about singing, y'all need to grow up.
Fuck y'all.
Shut up. Grow up and shut up.
I'm sad that I'm sad that y'all don't have any ray of sunshine in your world, like Chris is.
You don't like fun.
Hardcore. Right? Why do you hate fun? Why do you hate love? Why do you hate antics? Like ew. I'm allergic to all of y'all. But Auntie Maeve proceeds to bring out two boat long things of shots.
Shotteries.
And Hardcore is looking at him like, bitch, it's a school night, bruh. And he's like, well, I didn't want to continue to bother Auntie Maeve. Like, so, let's just order these. All, we're going to be drinking them anyway. Let's just get it out the way now.
I think
and it did look like she was the only waitress there. Well, yeah, one for him, one for her.
No. I think they had two of those a piece, because they brought out one, and then like in the montage, and then
that's right. Yeah,
they brought out another set.
More. You're right. Yep.
I'm like,
and I'm not surprised. No, I'm not surprised at all.
I'm like, my God, the last time I did that, I was 23.
She looks like she could toss him back.
And I walked into the bar, and I was like, let me get 24 shots. So let me get 24 shots.
She's gonna get fired. No, she's not. No, she's not.
Child.
The only way she would get fired is if her boss found out. And I guarantee you, looking from how full that place was, and she was the only waitress we saw, I guarantee you she's handling that floor like a pro, and she needed them shots to help her continue. The boss is in the office doing fuck shit. She ain't getting fired. Even if he did see it, she wouldn't be fired because she's good at her job.
Yeah, so they had a lot to drink. They had a lot to drink, and luckily they weren't driving anywhere, which is great. Which is great.
Indeed, they remembered to be responsible. Drinking on the job, and you're right, it should get you canned. But I can say I know from experience there are always ways around that.
That's truth.
That's all I'm saying. I will not incriminate myself further.
I've got stories. Not for me,
look,
but other people.
So many stories. So on their way out, hardcore. Oh wait, hold on. Shout out. Yes. Yeah, so wait, what?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Girl, she died yesterday, the day before.
What? I have not been on the socials too much.
You don't have to be on the socials. It was in the news. It was in the news.
I don't watch the news.
Yeah, she died yesterday, and then D'Angelo died today. Damn. No, it was reversed. She died 2 days ago, and D'Angelo died yesterday.
D'Angelo is gone too?
Yep.
Brown Sugar is gone?
Yep.
Brown Sugar is gone, children.
It was like boom, boom, boom. One after the other.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Like y'all can't see it, but I'm holding a cup of a moment of silence. Holy shit.
Yeah, you missed that boat. Yeah.
Hot damn. R.I.P. One of the greatest actors of my childhood, and one of the also legends of my older childhood. Hot damn.
Yeah, their kid lost a mom and dad because Angie Stone died earlier this year.
Who?
They had a kid together, Angie Stone and D'Angelo. So this kid lost both his parents.
No. Bruh. My shivers are timbered. What the fuck? Damn. R.I.P. And yeah, and Angie Stone had one of those like legendary voices, bruh.
They need to.
She was not as famous as she should have been.
Her family needs to sue. That's what they need to do,
bruh.
Her family needs to sue because she shouldn't have died. She survived the accident, and then somebody hit her on the side of the road.
What?
It was a car accident where the van tipped over, or the vehicle that she was in tipped over, and they all got out. And then somebody hit her on the side of the road. That's how she died. She didn't die in the accident.
That's some bullshit.
Trash.
That sounds like a fucking setup.
Trash. No,
like
not a setup.
Put one thing, just
not a setup. It was just somebody wasn't fucking paying attention. But I'm just suing with the suit.
Bullshit.
Suing the sued.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I went to school with Diamond when I was in elementary and middle school before I moved, which is Angie Stone's daughter.
Yeah.
So, and my dad was in the hospital. He worked the hospital when their kid was born, and we couldn't even. It was because you go pick a dad up at the hospital, one car. Right, so we was at the hospital, and so we couldn't get in and play around like we usually did because she was there giving birth. So, yeah, things.
Yeah. There's so much talent that's leaving the world.
Right. Listen, they're all old at this point. I'm worried.
Super worried, bruh. Because the motherfuckers that are gonna be in charge when I get just a little bit older.
Let me look up. Let me see. Because
I'm sorry, I'm
not even putting it. Yeah, I'm not even putting it to the air. We're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that comment. I'm not even putting it to the air. We're not doing that today.
Yeah, wait until after we're done. We'll.
No, not in that. I'm not putting it in the air at all.
Hot damn.
Legends.
So many legends leaving the world now.
Robert.
But anyways, past the cuteness, and once him and Hardcore get outside, there's a random. I dubbed him, the random try hard wannabe looking like a biker asshole dude. Said some slick shit to Hardcore, and y'all know Hardcore. Wait.
She don't listen.
Hold on.
She real close.
What?
First of all, Dolly's sister did that. Dolly's sister. That shit was funny. Now that was funny. We were panicked
What is she? And you know, Dolly is a national treasure.
Exactly. Dolly's sister had put up, and she was like, "Yeah, I need you to send prayers to my sister because she's going through something right now, and she really needs all the prayers she can get." And that sent a panic. As somebody who lives on social media, the moment I saw that, I was like, "I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying."
Right, and that is absolutely the fucking.
Instantly went to look, and I was like, "Nothing. And then about 20 minutes later, I went back and looked again, and it said that Dolly had put out a tweet saying that she was fine. It was so bad that she had to put out a video. The next day she put out a video. She was like, "Hey y'all, I'm here on set filming. I am fine. Right. My sister was doing the most. I am still here."
Okay.
Still here, still working. She had like kidney stones.
Right, exactly. The way 2024 and 2025 snatched motherfuckers and are still snatching people and
don't have time. Out.
Look, working 9 to 5. That was also that theme song was my first introduction to who Miss Dolly Parton was.
Don't have time.
And once I started actually learning more about who she was behind the scenes outside of the limelight, Dolly to me is I would say maybe an older equivalent to Angelina Jolie. Say what you want about Angelina in her young reckless years and in maybe some of what could be considered the scandals of recent years. The woman has won Nobel Peace Prizes for shit that she's done that she never publicizes. Dolly Parton has been one of the greatest activists for Black folks for a long time now, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that because she's not a person that does that shit for clout. It's never out there in the open.
Well, see, kidney stones do feel like you're dying, but don't be saying that about Dolly.
right, you know,
people were panicking.
You cannot be stressing the world out.
Oh my God.
And when I say the world, I mean the world.
Like
you
it's already tight right now.
Like
you
that.
It's already tight right now. Like we got time.
Yeah. Ozzy, it was Ozzy that went when Malcolm was taken also.
Yeah. Yep. But if you believe in the superstition that death comes in threes, and if you believe it's also segregated, there's a white 3 and a black 3. Like we don't have time. I don't have time.
Yeah, we're not gonna unpack that here. I
don't want it. You mean no?
But look, safe word, okay? Pineapples.
But that man bumped into hardcore, and she's always ready to go.
Right, always. And I'm sorry, but you said the wrong thing. You deserved every fucking thing she said to you, and the way I said that he's a tryhard, it's specifically because of that fucking first response he gives when she says something about his freckles, and he immediately goes, "My mommy said that my freckles make me special." And look, you fucking incel, stay in your fucking basement because you're not doing anything good to anyone being out here in the world.
Well, here's the thing: he only backed down when Chris
Chris stepped in.
I mean, I get it. That man is huge for no reason. But you shouldn't have done it in the first place. Exactly. Getting beat up.
Exactly. You shouldn't have did it in the first place. That also shows how much of a bitch you truly are.
But also the fact that
it wasn't
Chris also came with the smoke. But he did not. He's about, assuaging the situation. He's like, okay, you know what? We're having a good time. Let's not let this man ruin it. Let's not let this man ruin this good time. Let's continue our good time because I like spending time with you, which makes me the very most happy.
Right.
Because that's exactly what they did.
And hardcore was hardcore, and he had to talk her down. And the thing that solidified it was, I wasn't protecting you, girl. I know you got that. I was
protecting him. Please, you would have killed him.
If 2 more seconds of that man talking, and he would have been folded in half and packed up, kicked down them fucking steps. No doubt in my mind at all.
But I thought that was cute.
I feel like that dude did kind of see it because he wasn't really trying to buck up that much. He said one thing and thought that she would keep walking, but you chose the wrong motherfucking one.
I hate when people do that. And then they want to act surprised that they're confronted.
Right. Shock Pikachu face when somebody gives hands on the Uno reverse. The fuck out of here with that.
Did nobody ask you to say anything? Why are you even talking to me?
You didn't have to say shit.
You did. You could have just walked in there. You could have kept the inside thoughts inside. They don't have to be outside thoughts.
Now you have to catch these metaphorical hands. Fuck you.
But in still the event of like continuing on with the good time, they were walking down the pier and they saw Chris saw like the line for like was it rock?
It
was
something on a boat. And when he looked at he was like, oh my God, yo, we have to go in. And she's like, yeah, that might not really be my thing. Yeah, one of the most fucking underrated bands ever. We have to go.
And he literally grabs her arm and
they're here.
They walk up in there.
And they get going, and the camera pans into the sign and it says Nelson. And I will cut convo on that here because that is where the scene cuts. But also, I had an epiphany that took way too long for me to have in this moment. And I'll get back to that once we see the second half of this flashback.
Okay.
So from here, we cut back to prison, and Chris is refusing all of his visitors. And who are his visitors? Obviously, the team. Because, yes, you dumbass, they care about you. Yes, dumbass, it don't matter that you keep trying to say that you don't want to see none of them. They're always going to try to come and see you. They went to a whole other fucking dimension
to get you,
to bring your ass back.
See you. Okay, sir. All right, you have fun with that.
What are we doing here?
You have fun with that, sir. You do that.
Look, Sonny. I'm saying, we'll get into it. I will save it. We'll come back to Nelson.
Me neither. I don't know who Nelson is either.
Oh, okay. I have thoughts. We'll get to that in about maybe 10 more big points. So from here, he's telling the guard, and the guard is a dick, which, a lot of guards from stories I've heard end up being dicks. And he's making fun of him, calling himself, the angel of death. And I feel that. He gave us the rundown last episode. We know why he's here. And do we agree with that? No. But do we see how he could be blaming himself for that?
Oh, he's definitely blaming himself. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Unfortunately.
And it's so sad to see. Like, he was again, I've always said this is the season of crash outs. And he's always been on this spiral from episode 1. And now is the culmination where he has lost his family in his home world. And
hey, come on.
His family in another world.
Y'all can catch me on the other side. I'm not doing that. You're right. I'm not going over there.
Seriously.
No, thank you.
There's so many people. Nah.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I would encourage you, Chantal. I would encourage you to go look up some of their music, especially the After the Rain album. Okay, so from there we go over to fucking Crossbones, and he's mad because they can't get accurate readings when the group goes into the portal world. Like, all communications stop. It's kind of a dead zone for anything that functions on sound waves.
Question.
And
the people outside the portal can't hear, but the people inside the portal can hear each other on the radios, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yes. And what's happening is, they're exploring the doors. They're mapping out. Like, this is low key the Goonies adventure that I said I wanted to have in this room with the wrong people.
I'm good. I don't think you should be touching the doors.
I don't want to be going on this adventure here at all. And in the midst of it, Economos gets a little lippy because Crossbones tries to get at him for not being able to make this happen. Like, but what the fuck am I supposed to do to help this shit? Like, man, fuck you.
I'm supposed to invent an interdimensional. I don't know what you want me to call it. Like, what do you want interdimensional phone? What?
Who has the smarts for that? Lex Luthor couldn't even pull this shit off. What you looking at me for, boss?
Like, what do you want me to do? It is what it is. If you really want to know what's going on in there, go in there. Nobody's stopping you.
That part.
In there. Run up in there. But we get to see it's like, I wouldn't say it's like a montage of them open the door, but it kind of is at a certain point where they're checking all the doors and they're marking the ones that are closed.
Quick bit before they cut away from Economos. After Economos pops off and then Crossbones says something back to him, Economos covers his mic and he looks up at Sasha. It's like, yo, your boyfriend's a fucking cunt, bro. Fuck that dude. Those ain't the exact words that he said, but that's kind of what it should have said. You know, shout out to Sharonda. Y'all know where that quote came from. She looks at him and was like, that's not my boyfriend. And he looks at her like bewildered, like, it's not? Are you sure? And that right there should have made Sasha aware of, y'all ain't keeping no fucking secrets. Everybody know y'all fucking.
I don't even think it was like supposed to be hidden at first. I just think that now she realizes that the shit he's doing is just not something she's trying to associate herself with. So she's like, no, I definitely am not.
I think it's all of that.
Ew.
Yeah.
Not anymore. But yeah. So they were marking the doors that could not be open. And then
I think they're mapping everything. They're mapping the ones that can't be open, and they're frustrated because they haven't found one that could be open. Because he's looking for something in these worlds to be able to use for him to be fruitful, so to speak, because he wants to make it into something. We don't have the information of what that something is yet. And in this montage that is coming up, what Meeks was saying just now, we see some teams broken off, like the discount SG1 teams from Stargate, going in and trying to find any of these doors that will open. They're mapping out the portal room. And Bird Blind is telling this ridiculous, embarrassing story about a stripper, and I forget what's the original nickname he gave him, but to Lil Youngblood that's on the team. And he's trying to tell him, can you please shut the fuck up about this nonsense?
We're continuing.
And the Timo Stargate SG1 team, 100% correct. And in this moment, Hardcore chimes in like, bruh, like, I don't really give a fuck about this. It sounds ridiculous as fuck, but I'm invested now. So let's just finish the fucking story. And he does, in fact, finish.
And the story is not a good story.
And I then again immediately agreed with Hardcore. Like, yeah, can we rewind time so I can get them a couple minutes back? Because I didn't need none of that shit in my brain.
Him throwing up on the stripper. Didn't need to hear that. Could have kept that to himself. I don't care. He's
laughing while telling this story like it's something cute and endearing.
I would have beat his ass. As the stripper, I would have beat his ass.
Like, what the fuck?
I would have beat his ass. That's disgusting. But okay, go off, sis.
That's cause to go full blown fucking Jesse from Saved by the Bell and Showgirls. Okay,
I'm gonna be trash. But they finally reached the first door that opened for them, and it was like a Candyland type of world. It looked so pretty, and I was like, y'all should never have walked in there.
No, it didn't. No, the first thing that I saw, well, that I thought when that door opened was, close the fucking door.
I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. Don't go in there.
Why did I feel like that? Because it looked like the fucking desolation of Munchkin Candyland.
It was just too... It was
too pink,
too pastel-y, it was too. That's what it was.
That's the thing with the shade. The shade of the world looked like it had the light of a red sun. And a red sun is a dying sun. And also what it mainly reminded me of, and it made me think immediately of Charn. Narnia fans will know what that is. I'm not going to explain that. Go look it up if you want to know. And Charn is also set for, it's a dying world. So the red sun is what is beaming down. And that's what it looks like here. That fucking random grass, I'm going to call it ghost grass because all roads lead back to Thrones. But it looks like none of those fields have been able to grow anything for a very long time. And the only thing that's standing is the seemingly inviting Willy Wonka candy towers. And I'm screaming, no, get the fuck out. Yo, it's a trap. You know, what was it? General Akbar from Star Wars. It's a fucking trap. Leave.
Doing the most.
And it doesn't even take 10 full fucking seconds for the damn alien minions from the seven hells of Gulliver to come out and start attacking them.
Well, first of all, once they saw that grass rippling, they should have haul-tailed it back to the fucking door.
I questioned.
Ran back to the door.
Did they see it rip? Did they see the grass?
Yes, because they were like, what is going on? What is going on? They started looking around like, and then they went, yeah. Okay. I'm like,
even more though. And yes, it was very Candyland. It was.
You should have gone back. Those little things were sons of bitches.
Those little the fucking vicious damn minions. Like if you remember, you know, Harry Potter, they're worse than the fucking Cornish pixies that were in there. Now it's some absolute bullshit that's going on.
So many of them. That's the worst part.
Matt, what's going on, my guy?
They're so little and so plentiful. Like
right, and so many
you.
Right, and they immediately the first thing they showed, the first feature was their fucking sharp ass teeth.
I don't have time for this. Y'all should have ran back to the goddamn door. Period.
And
run.
And not even that, but why did it take Harcourt yelling back through the door for everybody that was standing there watching? They saw this shit happening. Why did it take her having to tell you, pull the fucking rope back?
Thank you. Weren't they out there with the rope? Like, if I would have seen them being like...
And exactly. The minute I saw one or two of them jump out the grass, extract.
Pull the rope.
Retreat immediately.
And they were so far back.
And they were sitting... Right, and it was absurd.
They had enough time to run to the door, and they had to close the door. Like, what are y'all doing?
Exactly.
What are y'all doing?
There was enough time and space that they saw them things start jumping out.
They had enough time to cut the rope before they closed the door on them.
Exactly.
They did three things at once.
One of my second thought here, once this shit jumped off, was like, yo, if y'all motherfuckers strand Harcourt on this fucking planet, wherever the fuck it is, I will not be happy at all about this bullshit. The whole season will be a wash.
Yeah, I knew they couldn't leave them stranded because of the way they were fucking this thing up. They was chewing on everything, and I'm like, first of all, they closed the door. They didn't lock the door. Why does it take you so long to open the door? The door does not have butter on the outside. Just open the goddamn door.
And
open the door.
Made to look inviting. It looks like a nightmare-scape of Willy Wonka's making. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And then Amelia, for whatever reason, she didn't pack enough bullets in her gun. She let off.
There would have never been enough
4 shots.
They're so little.
I mean, I understand that. No, I'm not disputing that. But she still should have had more than 4 shots.
I wouldn't have wasted time shooting. They're so little. There's not enough bullets in them. I would have gone. I would have run to the door. Like, we don't have time for this. Everybody's getting dragged. Let's go to the door. If you're able to do this, stand up, we can go to the door. Back it up. Reverse. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. And so they finally did leave. But unfortunately...
And unfortunately, it was not before Lil Youngblood had his mask broken and they busted in and started eating from his eyes.
You know what that reminds me of?
And down.
Face off.
Face hugger. Yep.
Face.
Yep.
Off.
It was gone.
Favorite random movie. It's so bad it's good.
It was gone. Bruh.
Yeah, he did.
You know, it took me like 3 or 4 times to figure out what was actually going on in that movie because the premise and how they mapped it out was just so ridiculous.
So ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Exactly. So, yeah. They continued to explore the other doors. They got back and ate his face off. And that wasn't enough for him to stop or send more people or be more careful or nothing. Okay, fine.
I can yes. So we just taking the last 3 weeks off. He don't know about any of this. Well, why would he know about that? He doesn't like it innately. His superhuman abilities, they don't allow for him to just detect random gamma rays or whatever coming in.
Question: does he even work with Argus? Because right now
no,
Argus
and he doesn't work with Argus.
Because I'm like, Argus has the keys to this.
To my knowledge, he has always been independent outside of the Justice League.
And the Justice League isn't a thing as of yet.
Exactly. It's not a thing as of yet. And yeah, he doesn't have like if it was Batman, then he might be seeing like these ripples and effects because he would be looking at shit like this. But Superman has no cause and no way to be able to track anything like this right now.
Yeah,
that could change, but as it stands for right now, no, he wouldn't know about it. There's no way he could.
Yeah, because after they got back and like in shock over someone dying,
right, Bird Blind is
then
the
the montage really
mad.
started. The montage truly began, and we got to see them go through the door. And as they were going through doors, so many people died. So many people died.
And it's worth noting. I do want to just interject. The way Bird Blind looked down at that kid that was on his team,
that hurt his feelings.
He was razzing the kid, but you know he was doing this with everybody.
That's
just who this character he's putting on in, and he was pissed. He was the first one to express a very loud, resonating fuck.
What the fuck? Like, I agree.
And
absolutely.
you know what's in his brain, like, bruh, my guy, my kid that was on my team in my care is dead, and the last fucking thing he heard from me was making fun of him about some antics at a strip club.
Like, it's just trash. And what really irritated me about this whole montage sequence is how much Crossbones and the team didn't even care. They were losing people left and right.
Not at all.
They didn't care a little bit at all. And everybody who was going into the portals was just looking like
so many people
more and more upset, more and more despondent. I'm just like,
so many.
Didn't they say where he was in the Penguin? Like, he wasn't involved? Because wasn't this before Batman? The Penguin show?
No, that wasn't that around the same time.
Because at the end, didn't they have Batman signal in the sky for the first time? Or am I mistaken?
Was that the first time? I don't think that was the first time.
Because they didn't mention the bat at all. I don't think. Did they? See, that requires a rewatch. I don't think they ever mentioned the bat. Did they?
I feel like they did.
Another question. When did that show come out? Was it this year or last year?
What, Batman?
Penguin.
Penguin. Wasn't it this year? Yeah, the city recovered from the Riddler. And yeah, Penguin takes place after the Batman. Yeah, so he's there for all of that. Yeah, so I think it fits.
Was it last year? Just give me the win. Last year.
He should. Penguin. Yeah, Penguin should have been on Bruce's radar after this. So yeah. But yeah, again, it took them way too long to pull them back. And everyone after that mission, that is what started everyone
being like, this is stupid.
Not in leadership, side-eyeing everything. It was like, at least we saw at least four more deaths, at least in every quick succession. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. And the fact that they just didn't give a shit was really rubbing people the wrong way.
Care at all. And they did that. And there's a conversation between Hardcore and Economos. And this is also a scene because poor baby Eagly. At the end of their conversation,
in the corner,
baby Feather Cousin is hiding in the closet with his face tucked away in a corner,
sad
because he is so much in his grief.
So sad. And
I just, oof.
Yep. And nobody really knows. Was Chris still in jail during this, or prison? With Eagly?
He was.
Okay, yeah.
He was. Yeah, he's still locked up here.
and nobody really knows why. They're not understanding why he wouldn't want to see them. And so they're like, so what do we do? How do we get him out of there? Like, we got to do something. And ads being ads was like, give me a second. And went to go see.
Right, you know what? Hold my beer. I'll be back. And we cut over to a mommy, auntie, vigilante, and baby cousin Vig. And look, my question, baby cuz, why are you talking to my auntie like that?
It's so rude. Like okay. I love that man so much. But that's one of the things that just made me like
exactly. The only thing that does not make sense about his personality right now is the way he speaks to his mom. What in your brain are you blaming her for that keeps you in having this visceral
reaction to her? Like, it's so weird.
She says.
It's so
weird.
It's
and
so
this is not Vigilante's character. That's why all of us were surprised with that damn. Are y'all ever mad about a mom that like sticks on your dick like a tick? Like, bro, what the fuck do you mean?
That's weird. Like, what? Okay.
That's so fucking weird. He doesn't go around insulting people for any real reason. So whatever happened was super serious for him. I don't think it was about his dad. His dad is gay, from what was said in the previous episode, but he doesn't seem to have any smoke with the Rainbow Coalition that I also belong to. So what are you mad about, baby? Cuz I need you to help us understand.
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it.
It's some bullshit.
But I am glad that ads did say something, because after he was able to, they went back into his secret room and he pretty much literally shooed his mom off. They had a conversation about all this money. We got to do something for Chris.
It's worth pointing out that in previous interactions we've seen, that Moms was not really that bothered with what he was saying. But in this moment here, she was hurt. Mm-hmm. Her feelings were hurt very bad. Like, this is the first time we've seen her be a little bit speechless after anything he said. So that's why I think whatever is going on here is a lot bigger than we can imagine, I think, right now. And that stems from us not really knowing Adrian's backstory. So hopefully they clear that up in season 3, because this just don't make no sense to me and I don't like it. And it's a side quest, so they probably won't do it. But I feel like we are warranted an explanation, because it's some bullshit.
That could be Dominica.
He
that
blames
could be
his mom for allowing his other brother to mistreat him. I forgot he did have an older brother that was friends with Chris's older brother.
That could be. Yeah.
That could be, but
But I mean, I think that
I would have
better.
I would have to be able to see, well, like, if there's a golden child situation,
there was, which is his brother,
that wouldn't make sense. What was there?
Because as awkward as he is, nobody liked him. Nobody wanted to hang around him. And I mean,
nobody wanted to hang around Adrian.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
I get that, but I mean, he could be strange, but how does that say his brother was a golden child?
Because he was the normal one. He was the normal one, so he was the one that they were probably able to hang around with and go do stuff with without being like, on time. So I could see that, but
that's where you think that may go.
Yes, I think so too. Which is strange because he's so big and she's so little.
That's what I'm saying. But also, a woman that looks like her typically, conventionally is not going to go for.
Oh no, they do. Absolutely. Like, you got that wrong.
However,
Absolutely.
yeah, there are exceptions to that.
No, there's no exception. This is the rule.
And
if you look at the big and fuzzy, it's always someone cute that's got him. Because it's the bear. It's like,
you know what it reminds me of? And like, very specifically, did you ever watch My Name is Earl?
No. I know of the show, but no.
Okay, Earl's little brother was I can't remember you know his face. I can't remember his name, but you know his face if you Google it real quick. Earl's little brother on My Name is Earl. That actor, his character was in love with a Latina chick that was associated with them. I forget how
I do
she was. Yeah, but that was like his focus, and she wasn't with it initially because of how he looked, but then something happened with them that was so freaking tender and loving, and she figured out very quickly she made a mistake, and like that's her man's. So yeah, it's possible, it could happen.
No, it does happen more. This is not like a one-off thing. Her situation was her being a dick lick. My name is Earl, is her being a dick lick. This happens all the time. All the time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you're just being an asshat. We don't play that. But Ads went into the room to talk to Adrian about her idea to get Chris out.
Right. And literally, let's be real about that. Like, if he wanted to, with just the cash, I'm not even factoring in how much he would make by selling that product. With just the cash, if you were to add up everyone that is waiting on bail in the United States right now, he would be able to pay that, and it wouldn't even put a dent.
It was stacks and racks.
It was stacks,
so much money.
Stacks.
So much money.
And extra fucking stacks.
And he was like, I'm not touching this. This is blood money. We can't touch this. And she was like, we can use this money to get Chris a really good lawyer so that we can get him out. And he was like, no, that's a blood curse. Why would I want to curse myself?
And Ads, be as ever resourceful as she is,
she was like,
you know what? Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, I guess you're right. Like, but what it really shows, it's like, I'm a better friend. Bestest and dear friend.
I'm a better friend
because you have the means. You have the means to get him out, but you just sitting here like it's nothing. Like, man, I thought you was up there, but I can see you're not on my level right now.
You're not willing to risk your safety, for your friend.
Why would you just leave him rotten in there, Adrian?
Why wouldn't you take this curse on yourself?
What you doing, baby? Because shut up, Lebat. Okay, 10 points from Hufflepuff for that.
I'm like, okay, all right. And he was like, no, I could do it, but I just rather break him out of prison and kill the judges.
I mean, like wouldn't it just be easier to kill the judges like that?
No,
maybe because look, become Robin Hood. All right, that's your new persona. Use what was gotten by ill gains and use it for good. Okay, be Cousin Nikki right now. All right, to embrace the good.
They were like, no.
Turn
he was like, no.
Blood money into something positive. And because the question of the relation to Peacemaker, the relation to Chris was brought up, he's like, all right, fine.
And my favorite part
backing up the bail money
of this whole conversation is she was like, you need to be nice to your mother.
Dress.
Amen.
Called him out like, why are you speaking to her like that, bro? And
you need to be nicer.
Again, in my real world, I can tell you, in West Indian culture, I mean all cultures, but I know because I've seen the differences very much in West Indian culture. Talking to your mom like that, no.
I don't like. There's as much as my mom says some stuff that gets on my nerves. There is no way I could even imagine myself talking to her like that.
Ever.
Never.
And I have said on streams previously when parents came into the conversation that no, if you have to buck back on your mom or one of your aunties or something like that, that's perfectly logical when you're in your adult years, because they will always see you as a child no matter what. And sometimes you have to remind them that you are an adult with bills due every month and rent and mortgage, just like they are now.
Yeah, like we're all adults
the level
here.
of shit that Vigilante is doing right now,
I wouldn't even say borderline abusive. That's extremely abusive.
Right?
And I hate that. And I'm glad she checked his ass.
We got to get at you about that.
And I'm so very glad
about that, because that's some bullshit. And again, it makes so much more sense that Ads is the one that tells him that.
Lamat, you are correct. There are not a lot of big shows on this summer.
What's wrong with you?
You're right. There are not a lot of big shows. This winter and fall is about to be nasty work. I was writing it down. I was like, oh my God.
It is. Look, Meeks sent me a text just a couple days ago, just when the Dunkin' Egg trailer finally dropped because you know me, her, and Lady D was in our chat room like, oh shit, it's happening. Stay calm, everybody, stay calm. It's happening. And then Meeks sent me the list of all the shit that's about to come out, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess we ain't gonna get no sleep now. Okay. And I've told y'all repeatedly already, Meeks don't sleep as it is,
bruh. I slept at work today.
Neither of us are YouTube famous enough to the level that we don't have other jobs. No, we have full-time jobs.
No,
and Meeks in particular does more editing and shit than I do. So
here's the thing: I don't edit anymore. That's the problem. The problem is I don't edit, so I had to cut back on what I'm doing, which cut back into the money that I'm making. Because I can't edit at work anymore.
Because you can't get everything out all at one time. Justin's good, but he's not Speedy Gonzalez.
Listen. And even then, I still have to watch the stuff. And like Lamat said, that this summer, there weren't really any big shows. The shows started happening towards like, we had a chunk in like the spring. And then the summer was really not moving at all. And then right now, there's a 2 weeks right now that there's nothing else. So Gen V is getting ready to end next week. And then...
And we are covering Gen V.
Hold on, is that next week?
Yeah.
No, the week after. No, that is next weekend. Next weekend on the 26th is when the new set of shows start, and there are 3 shows that week that start. And then from then on, it's like, oh my god, it's like, oh my god,
they're literally breaking our backs. You know, they channeled their Sir Strongs.
3 big shows in December, 2 shows in November. 3 shows in January,
and also remember it's the holiday season, and I was summoned to New York for this holiday season, so yeah, that's even more extra.
To Texas, but if my sister just got a new position, and so if she's able to go, then we'll be going. If not, I don't know what we're doing.
Hey, pass on my congrats.
She's so excited. It's like a career shift.
5 fingers face to the face. Slap.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a lot of shit. So he's right. It hasn't been any big shows. But I digress.
Yeah, so they're coming.
They are coming. They decided to take the money, go get a better lawyer to get Chris out of jail or jail. It's not prison, jail.
Well, it was bail. It's not even the lawyer fees right now that are factored into that. It is, and yes, actually, Matt, thank you. This is a bit of the lineup for upcoming big events in the U.S. We probably won't be covering the Winter Olympics. I myself might look at some of the.
I can't watch the Olympics.
But actually, I haven't watched the Winter Olympics in a while. Is snowboarding even a category on there anymore?
I watch the stuff after it happens, as I feel like I'm a jinx. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see how that is. But there are a lot of things that are like right now on the backlog list. We have Eyes of Wakanda, and what's the other
Zombies
short film? Yeah, Marvel Zombies. So there's those 2, and we will be doing Alien Earth.
We got to finish Alien Earth, and we got to start
Heidi's gonna join us for one of those. I don't. It's probably gonna be for the finale ones, but yeah, they're all coming. So just stay tuned.
To me,
we're gonna be busy, and we're gonna have you guys busy watching streams.
Jesus be offense.
So
it's just so much. So
right here, where do we end off here?
Yep. Welcome to Derry, to the Talamasca, and what's your season?
Oh yeah, and the Talamasca. And have y'all again? I'm sorry, slightly.
Did you see the trailer, girl? I was like,
trailer for Interview with the Vampire, bro.
I saw that. Yeah, I giggled.
The minute I watched it, I texted me. It's like, yo, Lestat. Zaddy Lestat is in his rock star era, and he was so in his feels in that trailer.
I loved it.
It was the best.
I loved it.
The only main thing I'm hoping for in season 3 is they give us a newer version of the song Forsaken, which is like the title song from Queen of the Damned movie, which was basically Lestat's journey. And we're here now. Zed Lestat is in his rock star era, and it's going to be pettily glorious.
I feel like it's going to be in the first quarter that they're going to release it. I don't think we have a date yet. It just says
strong the backbreaker. Yeah, no, we don't have a specific date, but it is coming next year. Oh, absolutely. We're going to be covering that. Matter of fact, if you weren't, I don't know if you were in the chats for season 1 and 2. We have done both of those. Absolutely. And yes, that is the one where Grey Worm is Louis. Go check it out. Very recommended. Okay, so or is it as it was funny. Yep, we got past that.
Yeah, they got him out. They paid
ads basically gives him, the join the dark side. We have cookies and Peacemaker, and you can help him if you come over here. And yeah, they get the bail money, they get him out, and the first thing he does is he goes to get Eagly. And Economos is like, "Oh shit, you're back!" He's like, "Yeah, I just came to get my baby boo, my feather fur baby,
and I'm leaving,
and then I'm out."
And that's exactly what he did,
right? And they had the nerve to group up later, talking about why did you let him leave? Well, what was I supposed to do? Tackle him? Yes, no. Economos is a big man, but he's not about to beat Chris in any physical fight. What do you mean? That's not how that works. We have very firmly established he is the guy in the chair.
He's the big fat coward. I love him.
That runs, right.
I don't want to.
He's not about to jump nobody.
King, I don't want to. I don't want to do this. King, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to.
It's so accurate.
It's like, don't you want to? I do not.
Indeed.
I do not. And so he leaves.
I did know he was an American.
Yes. And he's also a singer.
And also, right, that's exactly what I was about to say. Did you know he could sing?
If
you didn't know he could sing, go try to find the Radio 4 version, BBC Radio 4 version of the Anansi Boys performance. And he plays Fat Charlie.
You could just listen to his own songs.
Really good job.
He has his own
songs
and
I didn't know he had any of that until I listened to him sing in this performance. And that's when I looked it up.
Because I'm on the socials more, so I see him talking about it. Like when he took that whole year off of acting after he did, I think season 2 of Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
He took that year off and just chillaxed and did what he wanted to do, which was his album. Yeah.
Yep.
Europe. That's a man right there, though. But he packed up his car and he left, and everybody was like, "The fuck."
Right. He went to ground, as they say.
What are we gonna do now? And so they were like, "Well,
yeah." One of my notes for just like the all around situation for this scene is, also ads tells our light skinned baby cousin to stop talking to auntie all fucked up like that. And yeah, don't do that. Okay, so after he leaves and they have that random group session, Harcourt leaves that group session because she's about to be late for work. So she gets in and they're going on another Goonies adventure. And we see our alien friend come back out. And I don't know if I may be misinterpreting it, but it looked like he was kind of smiling at them.
No, girl, I ain't seen none of that.
But his mouth was open. And we haven't seen that before. And he's still doing their thing. But what even more so stood out was, why are y'all not like bagging and tagging him to be shipped off to the next black site for experiments and learning and whatnot?
I am not. That's because that's not what they're looking for. That's the problem.
Right. See, but that's why it's such a glaring red flag. Because what do you mean there's a random ass alien from another dimension and y'all aren't taking him down to try to discover whatever the fuck he knows?
I wouldn't want to, but I mean,
you wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to. But them?
That's not what they're looking for. They're not touching nothing they're not looking for because stupidity.
Because you don't know that. That is not confirmed.
Because that is not what Lex is looking for or concerned with. So they're just going ahead and opening the doors. And
as opportunistic as we've seen them be, though, that's why
that's not the business. That's not what they're there for. They are really on task. They're on task to the point they don't care that people are dying. They don't care that stuff is missing. They don't care. They're looking for a certain thing, and they are on that. But then we get to see Sasha just looking around like, this is bullshit. She came back through, took off her helmet, and was like,
yeah. because everybody was happy about the shit that they saw. And
like,
in this montage, I think we get there's a room. Well, it's a little bit after this, but there's a room where they go in and it's like random large spider.
Yeah, and they were like, "No, thank you."
Heads, and they close that, and then there's another room that opens into what looks like a magnified, huge version of the One Ring that is glowing and sucking everything.
Oh, the black hole room. Yeah, that was the black hole.
Yeah, like, no,
closing that one as well.
But the notable thing about that one is, Crossbones gets a note saying, "Hey, this might be a viable one," and what that means we don't know just yet. But we keep going through, and we get a zombie verse. And they have to run and hightail it out of there. And like 2 of them were bit. One of them we saw get taken care of immediately. The other one reminded me of the first Resident Evil.
Why would you let him
when Sir Friendzone Jorah Mormont gave the order to put what's his name in the what was it called? When they made the mutation go into the big burly alien living thing.
I know you're not asking me to remember Resident Evil, the first movie. Is that what you're asking me to do? Is that literally what you're asking me to do, ma'am?
Yes.
All I remember is Michelle Rodriguez
fighting the stars.
All I remember is Michelle. That's it. I don't remember nothing else.
And you know what? That's fair. I will give you that, because that is one of those roles where Michelle was in her fucking bag, bro.
I remember.
If you don't have her in your movie kicking some type of ass in some form, you're not doing her justice. Mm-mm. So I understand. I'll give you a pass on that.
Nothing. But
yeah, it was they absolutely had a Walking Dead dimension.
They should have never. And they brought his ass back
dimension
after he was bit.
So stupid. So I mean, to be fair though, once they noticed what was happening,
that man's like, pow!
For them to tap him. Yeah,
instantly laid him down to Jesus.
Like I said, there were 2 people. They killed that one, but if you remember, there's another one that's wielded, and it's not a quick thing that they elaborate on. They just show this other person being wheeled into a room, and he has, they have signs of, the zombie virus, but they're doing something there. God damn it, what the fuck?
Yeah, those movies are historically bad. And as someone who's a Resident Evil fan, it's real bad.
Oh, no, they are. No.
Oh, I don't like watching
I don't disagree.
I hate
I don't disagree, but they're one of those.
The newer one, I don't even know if it's on Netflix still. Let me check. Because people were complaining about it so badly. But I like the newer version. No. The Residents. I'm not talking about Walking Dead. I'm talking about the Resident Evil.
Yeah, Resident Evil. That's what I'm talking about too.
No, it wasn't a TV show. It was a movie. Hold on one second. It was never a TV show. It was a movie. I'm trying to see if it's still on Netflix.
With our homie that died, Zeus and Percy Jackson.
No. Oh yeah, that was that. I blocked that TV show out. No, but I'm talking about the movie. Okay. Like, there was no TV show. There was.
Yeah, the TV shows is the last thing that I remember viewing in the Resident Evil.
Oh franchise. My God, did they take it off of here? How dare they?
Oh, Netflix has been getting rid of a lot of shit. That's for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they did have a TV show. I don't know if it's still up on Netflix.
It's on here. I'm looking at it right now. The Resident Evil TV show is up. Infinite Darkness is up, which is the animated or 3D version. But Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City is the movie I'm talking about, and they took that down. That one was pretty decent. That one,
I didn't see that. Okay.
They mixed 1 and 2 together. I'm so mad. I watched it and I loved it. I was like, I'll just throw something on while I'm cleaning the room, and I sat down. I was folding and I was like, oh, that's good. You made me jump. I was scared.
All right, so in the middle of this montage, we have the start of the theme song that is by what was it? Fuzzy, like Fuzzy Shazam or something like that. But I had to what no, actually no, that was later. The song that's playing in the background while they're going through this, the giant skull spider things, zombies, and the other worlds they see. There, I had to Shazam the song because I wanted to make sure I was hearing the lyrics correctly.
Oh yeah,
The lyrics were fucking my heart in the ass.
Yes, yeah.
And I just knew I was misinterpreting that shit because my mind be weird.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, fucking my heart.
I said, oh
wait,
how? Like, I could not stop my brain from trying to logic how one would do that. And it's kind of been stuck in my.
That song is a thing.
So,
it's a thing.
That happened. That actually happened. Yeah, it did. That was on the charts back in the day.
A thing that did that. Wow.
So after this, we finally get to a door that looks like it could be normal. It's an open field. There's some woods that are around it, and Harcourt takes off her
helmet,
mask, and she's able to breathe freely. Everyone sees it, and they report
everyone's
back.
Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
it's
they were really excited.
And once they get back, everybody's excited. They get back, and Harcourt calls the general by his actual name. And he's like, huh? I was like, oh, well, don't you remember you told me not to call you general?
Okay,
and that's when I was like, oh, yeah. Okay, so you know what?
This is perfect. This is
it. Good job on this, but we'll take it from here. You can go ahead and go. And he doesn't even clock the trap that Harcourt just set for him right there. Because him not remembering immediately is something that we said in one of our last streams also. He don't give a fuck about her. He's just randomly planting seeds at the funeral that we saw them at.
Exactly.
For something that he could nourish and pluck later.
Well, now he's busy. You don't need her no more.
And now he's busy. Right, exactly. Done. She's not the key to anything for his goals anymore. So it's a wrap. And he dismisses her, and she clocks it and just walks away because what else could she do in that moment? But another thing that she also clocks immediately is Sasha sitting not happy like the rest of the department is, looking at her as she's walking away. And Harcourt does stop for a hot second and realizes what might have just happened, and then she just leaves. Which is basically her tossing the bait into the water. Nuck if you buck, bruh.
I don't think they were getting ready to fight. That wasn't that.
No, not a fight.
No,
but come find me because you're questioning the same shit that I am now.
Like,
you
we're
see
confused.
through this shit now.
Like, we're all confused. Like, do you see
if you need to chat, I'm here.
Christmas. Do you see what I see?
Yeah.
Like, do you hear what I hear? Like, it's strange. And she does. Doesn't she meet her at her house first? Or
no,
they go to
they meet at the restaurant.
Okay, I wasn't sure how they got to the Big Belly, but I knew that because she mentioned like, "Hey, let's go to here. This is a good spot that we could talk." But I couldn't remember where they talked before that. But yeah, so she's just like, "This is some bull and some shit."
A little bit before that, we see a meeting with Crossbones and whatever coalition that is at the table with him. And saying, finally we have a place to where we could send all the metahumans to. And the thing that again is a very large glaring red flag, I think it was like the Secretary of Defense or something like that.
It was all the people that were in the Superman movie.
Yeah, and they were thinking that, okay, wait, this looks like it has natural resources. We could breathe in it easily.
Yeah, like we can send our people there
look
to
like it's
populate
like why can't we send our folks? Like that's like the new thing. Like instead of the space station in outer space that is for the rich folk, no, it's this other dimension.
Yeah, just build it up.
Everything looks lush and green and beautiful.
No,
this is the prison. What the fuck do you mean?
Like they said, oh, so you're gonna build a prison on Sanctuary, and he was like, no. Sanctuary is the prison. It is the prison. He said we made it so that we can like remove the door so we can send people there and
because
take the door.
they have the stable connection. Yeah.
And they were like, so just leave them there. Yeah. And just make that whole planet the prison so we never have to send, like, seeing them again. Like, send all the, what they're called?
Oh, the metahumans.
Thank you. I'm like, first of all, what came to my mind was mega mutants. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what a mega mutant is.
They want to send all of the metahumans. And my thought on that, I feel like maybe I'm being too logical in this. You don't know how these folks are going to be able to survive.
They don't care.
You want to put a bunch of super powered individuals into this land that you think will contain them. Will it contain them for a time?
I think it'll contain them, period, unless they learn how to manipulate the universe doors.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know what is in that world beyond this field. And we do get a hint of what's happening later, and I'll comment on that once we get there. But in this moment, he doesn't know what else is there.
It doesn't matter. They're just not there. That's the best part. That's all that they let's care about. But I found that whole thing
bite him very hard.
I don't think it's going to bite him because at this point, they don't care.
Well, no, at this point, they don't care.
They don't care.
It's still gonna come back around.
But I feel like
why will it come back around? We'll get to that in a couple scenes.
This was the last straw for Sasha because she technically is a metahuman.
She is a metahuman.
So if you're gonna send all the metahumans there, she went
right and in that meeting with Harcourt, because she sees one too many bullshit things. After this meeting that Crossbones just had with all the leaders, and the only person she could think to call is Harcourt, because Harcourt is the only person she's seen trying to question what he's doing. And I do appreciate that. And Harcourt went in on business like, bitch, look, you know that you could be court-martialed for telling me this shit, right? I just need you to, now I'm not trying to back out. I just need you to understand the danger you're putting yourself in.
Yeah. Because I was going to say the size of that book had me dying too. I just remembered how big that fucking book was. And as somebody who likes to make manuals for stuff like that, that was a hefty hoe. that book was a very hefty hoe.
So maybe their dimension was already prison for another one. In Superman movie, they said there have been metahumans for the last 3 centuries. I don't think that there are other metahumans trapped there. Now that it could be, but going off of what we heard at the end of the episode, that's why I don't think it's just other metahumans.
Because technically the first person to access the other dimensions was Lex when he made that rift, even though he wasn't stable.
As far as they knew, yes.
So Crossbones and his group was actually the first group into a stable, multi-dimensional situation on Earth, right?
Wait, what do you mean by the first?
Like they're the first ones to go to find a stable, multi-dimensional rift that they can travel in and out of.
That they could document. Okay.
Yeah, like for government side, because we know that Chris and his family had it, but nobody else had one.
Yeah, and T1000, he did say that, if they find out we have a dimensional portal here, it will be for the worst. So no, stop chasing that bitch. Come home, and we need to plan some shit.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, so technically there wouldn't be anybody on that planet yet because they're the first ones to open it up and put people on that thing. So metahumans might have been around for a while, but that planet and using them for it might not be. Not yet, anyways, because I do think it's coming up.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I think we won't get that exact answer until next season.
I don't think we're gonna get it this season. I think we're gonna get it in the movie.
It could come back
because
I haven't seen like any of the trailers or things.
Oh yeah, there's nothing for it. I just been hearing the interviews that James Gunn been doing about how the Peacemaker show directly correlates with the next Superman movie.
Yeah,
Man of Tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I know, but I don't know the what's called it DCEU very well, or at all, because I'll be paying attention to it. But they have the conversation. Hardcore and Sasha have the conversation that everything is fuckery. Everything's fucked up. This is fucked up. It's fucked up. They're fucked up. She fucked up. We fucked up. And so now they're trying to figure out like what to do and how to fix it.
Right. And the only thing that Hardcore could come up with that would be viable is, I don't know what to do about this shit, bitch, but I got a friend
who does.
And she's good at this shit, so let's go talk to her. Let me introduce you. And who is that friend? Obviously, like we've said from the beginning, it's the glue of the whole situation. It's ads. And they meet each other, and there's a small kind of montage scene where they're walking back and forth, talking, planning, all that shit. And this here... Then let's see,
because doesn't that lead into a flashback?
She brings ads in, right? Yeah, they start planning, and in the midst of the planning, Hardcore takes a bathroom break, and she sees the edge of the ticket that she had for that boat trip. And that's what Chris has been asking from the beginning of this season, like, yo, did the boat mean anything? And we get to the second part of the opening scene. And why I said I kind of kicked myself about this at the beginning is I wasn't paying attention to the title name, and the name of this episode was Full Nelson. And also the name of the band on that sign was Nelson. And it wasn't until it got up to the very point where Gunnar and Matthew started singing that it clicked in my fucking brain that this is that Nelson. Nelson, who is one of my favorite fucking bands from my childhood. My first song that I heard by them was After the Rain. The fucking video for the damn song, when MTV was actually good at playing music videos.
Oh, you know MTV is ending this year, right?
I did not hear that word.
That's what they said.
Oh, damn. That is the ending of an era.
Yeah, it says MTV shutting down music TV channel after nearly 40 years.
Yeah, and that's a damn shame, because in the era where Nelson was out as a band, the twins, Gunnar and Matthew, and that is specifically why I use their names, because them kids and his character, Chris's character, was exactly right. Nelson is one of the most underrated bands ever.
Like, I knew that they looked familiar, but I didn't. Once I heard them start singing, I said, "Oh shit, these are my fucking boys, my twins." Like the first set of twins that I saw in anything where I was like, "Oh, okay, these motherfuckers got it." Like, they hooked me in, and I still have some of their, actually, I think all of their cassettes. And I'm not going to explain what a cassette is. If you're old like me, then you know what that is. And one of my favorite bands playing one of their best songs in what ended up being one of the best couple moments in cinema ever, with an epic dance with just the two of them in a crowd of people, and the most epic kiss that came through. What happens?
And the minute I saw that is when everything from the beginning of the season clicked. She was not ready to deal with how real that moment was. She didn't think she deserved that realness, that happiness,
and it just sucks
interjected in her.
They both deserve it.
Bad.
Stop being so bad and hard on yourself. Like, it push people,
bruh.
Just want to push. Like, just.
All right, yes, do drive safely, John. Please drive safely. Do not put anything else in the chat until you get home. If we're still here.
Then after seeing that, we kind of flash back to the present. Are we back in the bathroom? I can't remember where. I just know we come back to the present.
No, we don't go back to the bathroom. No, we cut to Kia and Ads.
Oh, I ain't got time for that.
Are just
I ain't got time for that. Listen,
bro.
Ads was killing me this episode. She was murdering this episode.
OTP of the series, Ads and Kia, and we know Az loves the puppy fur babies, and she's playing with them, and Kia comes in like she has every time we've seen her this season, all business on the face, and she's wearing a mask very much like Ads has been wearing to try to distance what the actual crux of the situation is. Even though she was hard on Ads in the beginning, she's still been in the same mindset that we could make this work.
Like, it just can't work.
And thanks to Judo Master for actually bringing her into the correct frame of mind, because what she says is, neither one of them wanted to be here. Let me make that clear first and foremost. And neither one of them wanted to be here. And Ed says, I can't put myself in a box. And that's what I would have to do if I follow you right now. I know this was not the plan. We had a plan, but shit happens. Life was lifing.
People grow and change, and plans change.
And things change, right? I can't put myself in a box for you. And if you follow me down the path I am on right now, you will die. And Ads will not allow any type of situation to where Kia gets to death because of a connection to her at all. So that's what she does. She breaks it off.
Yeah.
And 100% I agree. Ads is absolutely the MVP of this whole season.
She's literally the glue that keeps everybody together.
The glue, exactly right.
My God.
And
that's why
we've been saying that. And this solidified that into the history books. Like, the book of the Kingsguard that they have in Game of Thrones. So Ads is in that book because of her many deeds of valor. And this is one of those deeds.
Yeah,
and
you're
Kia,
right. You're absolutely right.
Kia is feeling that 100% because she is crying, not because she's just ridiculously sad. Yes, she is.
It's just that this house
she knows
be.
This is the truth. Ads is saying 100% truth. And like I'm saying, one of the most emotionally mature characters of any show. Absolutely. 100%. And these two ladies, like, my heart cried for both of them.
I felt real sad, but at the point, this is what it's supposed to be, and this is good.
But exactly,
this is what's best for everybody.
Exactly.
So if y'all can't be together as a couple, you can at least like stay in contact as friends and care about each other. But y'all can't take it any further. It's just not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. So she nailed the scene. It was so good and so heartfelt. I was like, girl, I don't have time for this. I don't feel like crying today. I was like, y'all get this lady. I was like, get this damn lady off my screen.
Right. I literally started fast forwarding, rewatching. Like, okay, nope. I remember
thank you.
the scene.
I need you to get out of here.
I don't need to experience it again. Pineapples. Nope.
I don't want it.
Nope.
No, thank you. Nope. And then after that, we went back to Economos.
We went back to
Sasha
Economos,
and
being the worst at making distractions. With Sasha and Hardcore being in, because the last thing that Hardcore asked Sasha before they cut after meeting Ads is, do you have Peacemaker clearance? And again, that's how important Chris actually is.
Peacemaker clearance.
You have to have his level of clearance. His name, his persona is a level of clearance.
Yeah. And she was like, I do have it. So we got to figure out where he is
well, actually,
so we can get to him.
Yeah. So Economos, for whatever reason, and I feel like they still would have been better if they would have grabbed Ads or even Judo Master outside of the uniform.
Judo Master could have
say something.
Well, here's the thing: he's allowed inside with the uniform because he was also inside of the portal, so he was already there.
Yeah.
So he could have run interference.
He could have.
But Economos, he was like, "So did you watch the game?"
They're right, exactly. Play? Sports ball. Exactly. Yeah. That's what it is to him.
Like, did you
no,
see the ball fly?
Because that game did not happen.
And the other guy was like, "There was no game."
Mean?
Shut up!
Like, shut up! I fucking hate you anyway.
The game? Like, god damn it! There's so many other things. There's so many other things. Bro,
all you had to do was Google.
He didn't even have to Google. All he had to do was stand his big ass in front, like in front of their back views, because he's so big you can't see around him.
And start talking nonsense.
Exactly. He was just gibbering, tried to tell jokes.
You could have been a contender.
Like, I took my headset off at a certain point because I can't. I was
like, I can't. It was absurd. It was absurd.
No, thank you. I couldn't listen. I had to take it off. I had to remove myself from that situation because it was so embarrassing and cringeworthy.
But the mission is a success because they do get the location of where Chris is, and they all posse up, and they end up trying to corner him.
Vigilante
over there, and fucking Vigilante's dumbass jumps out of the car that was sitting there and starts tasing him like, "I got him! Look, winner, young man,
got his ass."
So whatever, yeah. They pick him up, get him into like the most needed intervention ever to happen, and they all give him reasons as to why you got to stop this bullshit, bro. Snap out of it, okay? We love you immensely, and he's still adverse in all things until
the MVP
specifically
with that chair up.
Right, exactly. It's Hardcourt that comes in at the end. Like, they all talk their shit and then they leave, and he's still sitting in that room, but he comes out, and Hardcourt was the last one to walk out, so she's the closest to him, and that was by design because he asks her again, did the boat mean anything? And she says, yes, you fucking asshole. It did mean everything. Obviously, she went to a whole other fucking dimension to bring your dumbass back home.
But okay? I agree. She needs to say it.
But she did need to say it. Exactly.
She needed to say it. She needed to admit it to herself because hiding behind it. Because even when he asked her again, he asked her once and she was like, I'm just not good for anybody. He's like, I didn't ask that. What I asked was, did it mean anything?
You did do all that fuck shit. You are that fucked up, but I love you anyway.
Like,
that's what he said.
Did it matter? Like, the combination of ads doing her speech and getting him to realize that going against his own self was the problem. And then her realizing that, she was doing the same thing as well. And he even then realizing that he still had to walk her to this because she refused to admit it. But once she did, listen, that dance was so cute. Absolutely. That dance was so freaking cute. He was so happy and so excited. And then
100.
They went back to Vigilante's house and took all the money as they should. As they should. Right.
That was the last pick that he needed to go ahead and get on into gear. And yes, it did mean something. Matter of fact, it meant everything.
That was my favorite part. It meant everything.
That line right there, that was perfect.
Perfection.
The exact thing that was needed.
Beautiful.
And then we hear the title song from Foxy Shazam as they are performing on stage as the next band after Nelson. And we see a whole little montage of them gathering up them millions in cash. And Vigilante, our little baby cousin, is also in his bag because he is doing a play on a little striptease while he's fully clothed, because y'all know he don't really like
doing his little butt dance. He's doing his little butt dance. But
everybody is still throwing the decks, stack by stack, running them dollars, running him his money as they should. And they're packing that up. Why are they doing that finally? Because Ads now has, again, she heard about that bullshit magazine. She's left that shit behind. She's coming in with a new PI investment security. So, PI/security, a private investigator is what I mean by PI. And when I tell y'all, look, after this montage, and I saw the name on the building, Checkmate is such a perfect fucking thing to roll in here. Why? That's not just some made up shit. That is comic book canon.
I don't know what that
is. Checkmate, and I know you don't. That's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm pointing it out. Checkmate is an organization that was very heavily in the comics, if I'm remembering correctly, associated with Amanda Waller. So for them to come in here on this level with ads being at the helm, being the leader, it sets the tone for so many more cool things to happen. And I do believe we will see some section of them and Checkmate being involved behind the scenes in the next Superman movie, because they're already hyping up connections to Peacemaker. I think this is going to be one of those connections also. But if you remember, Harcourt has already been in the movie proper verse, so it's already there.
But what I like about the montage is that we knew that Chris, Adrian, Adebayo, and Economos was going to be a part of it. We also knew Sasha was going to be a part of it. So they were panning and they're showing the people. I didn't guess that Fleury was going to be a part of it. I was like, hey, that lets me know. I was so excited because I was like, he's a perfect fit. He's a perfect fit.
It made sense for Sasha to be there. It made sense for Judo Master to be there. I did not count on Agent Birdblind being in the mix. And it made so much sense. And let's also recall that Birdblind's desk is right next to motherfucking baby cousin Adrian. And they are the exact foil of each other. The exact look, the whole time that he is talking bullshit to Adrian has a very concerned and worried look, like, wait a minute, is this real? Where? Okay, wait.
He's got somebody.
Everybody know that, but wait, really?
I love that.
And then Adrian hands him the Uno reverse, though. He gives him the Uno reverse and says some random bullshit. And the look that comes on Birdblind's face is like, oh, okay, yeah. And that's basically him getting the recognition of that's how people think about him when he talks that bullshit.
I love it. He's got somebody.
And I loved it.
Who's up for his tomfoolery and shenanigans. Because
I feel like they're about to be besties. Yes.
Exactly. They're about to be buddies.
And I cannot wait. I can't wait for that tag team, bro. Yeah. I know it's going to happen.
And at the end of the montage,
exactly. They balance each other out. Yep.
At the end of that montage, we go back to that same performance of the title song, and they're just dancing and singing. They're like, yeah, it was such a great night. And they all separate and go back to their houses. And Chris was like, bye. And he stepped on his porch and they snatched
his ass up.
Got him. He got his ass the hell up.
And hold on. There is one small interjection I will put in between that. We see Eagly hanging out with Economos, and Eagly is allowing Economos to trim his talents.
And then he puts
and while he's doing that, he damn near knights our big cousin Hodor Economos and puts up one wing on the shoulder in honor of recognition and you are family now.
That is the third time I almost cried. That's the third time I cried during the show. That is the third time. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, if you cry, I'm gonna cry. Please don't.
Speaking of crying, Economos damn near immediately turns to tears because he knows and respects what just happened there.
You guys are friends. You're buddies.
Bro, like anybody come at you now, they gotta worry because death will come from the skies in the form of the Prime Merlinian Eagly to the rescue. So cute. And I fucking love that, bro.
Yeah. But poor Chris.
I love that. I absolutely love that. It's so good. It was so good. But yeah, he gets snatched up
by Argus. Because I was confused at first until I saw the Argus. And I was like,
I would say not even Argus. That's just like, you know, the shadow government.
No, they had on Argus stuff
in Hydra form. Yo, they did.
They did.
I feel like they're Hydra form of.
And then Argus. I was like, oh, okay, Argus, great. I know exactly who this is. Yeah. This is fucking stupid. I know exactly what's going to happen, and this is fucking stupid. This is dumb. This is dumb.
Yeah. And
why are y'all following this man?
they dropped him off in Salvation, and he claims it's for his son. But what I will say here is, Chris does try to jump back through. He's not quick enough to make it, and honestly, even if he would have caught a little bit of it, he would have died immediately because they would cut off like almost half his body.
I'm like, this is so stupid.
If it was having, but what we hear at the end is some very monstrous roars, and my final thought was, Peacemaker absolutely needs to find Alan Parrish right now, because he is absolutely about to be in the mutant monster Jumanji game all day. Like, so I need you to go to ground, and I need you, while you're doing that, find fucking Alan Parrish. Okay, R.I.P. Robin Williams. Find that dude and figure out how to survive, because you're not safe. You are not safe here at all. And he is in an open fucking field. And I don't want to say the temperature, but something like in the ether has shifted for all of those monsters we heard screeching, and they know there's a new being here. And they're going to be gunning for him. It's daylight right now. He needs to hurry up and find some place to hide before dark.
I just wanted to check and make sure. That's what I heard. No season 3.
Economos, people, let me tell you about my best friend. Exactly. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's almost actually, you know what? Damn. Okay. Random tinfoil. Eagly has now knighted Economos as a bestie. And his first bestie, who I feel every moment that we learn more about Eagly, I think that he sees Chris as his pet, not the other way around. And I feel like it's possible that maybe he could have foreseen some shit, and he knew Chris was going to be pulled out the game for a little bit, and Economos is now the substitute. So we had to bring him in. Again, just tinfoil, but I think it fits.
But either way, that's it. That's where the season ends.
Indeed,
we're not getting a season 3.
We end with the season. Yeah, we're not getting a season 3? What? It's done after this?
He said that James Gunn said that this storyline will be wrapped up in the movies and other projects, but as of right now, there's no season 3.
Okay,
no season 3 planned.
Okay.
No season 3 planned. Yeah.
Superman 2 is going to be a somewhat rescue mission.
And then they were thinking about doing a Checkmate show, but Peacemaker is done.
But they could so do a Checkmate show. Mm-hmm. There's so much story they could draw on for a Checkmate show. Hopefully they do that, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, honestly, no matter what they put out, even if we don't like it, we're gonna watch, so we can tell you why we don't like it.
Listen, that's why I'm sitting here getting ready to watch Witcher season 4.
Yeah, exactly. And if y'all have been following me and Meeks for a while, you know we are not excited about Witcher season 4 at all.
Here's the thing: I'm excited about it. Everything but that. But everything but him. Like, did you see the trailer? It looks so good, except when it comes to him.
It looks like it could be good. It sucks as soon as he walks onto the scene.
Jennifer out here. Oh, they're trading it.
Yep.
Instant sadness. But yeah, so
100%. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So what are we going to rate this episode on?
You can do Eagly hugs or Eagly nights.
Eagly nights. Eagly what?
Or Eagly wings.
Wait. No. On Nelson's. I gotta pay homage to my boys.
Nelson's cool. I'm gonna say I give it a 8. This episode's an 8. Yeah, I like that. I liked it a lot. It was very emotional. I cried. My feelings were in feelings.
Yes. I will give this an 8.50 Nelsons, because it hit me in the feels, and sometimes those things work. Mm-hmm. And it wrapped up some questions that we did have, and then gave us some new avenues for different adventures. Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Yep.
random tinfoil might happen that there's some team up between Vig Thing 2 and Keith. How that will happen, I don't know.
I would never. They're on the opposite sides.
No, they are right now. I understand.
They're going to be on the opposite sides because he's with the Sons of Liberty if he's still alive. Oh no.
Wait, no, you're right. It would start out still as just enemies, but I think the potential could be there for it to change and develop. But I don't know. We'll see. Half Nelson.
Yeah.
Showtime gives it 8.
Yeah, but for the season, what are you giving it?
Yeah. For the season overall, I am going to give it a 9.25.
I'm giving it a 9.
I very much enjoyed a lot of the storylines. I think there's some things that could have been left out, and some things that could have been done differently for better effect. But it was still a good season. So yeah, 9.25.
I enjoyed it. I really did, and I'm kind of sad there's no season 3. But now it gives me a reason to actually watch the DC shows and other movies. Because before I was like, I watched Superman just because I wanted to see, and I like Superman. But I'm like, do I want to watch anything else? I don't know.
Yeah.
But now I am, because I have to figure out how this ends. Now I got to. That's how you got to do. You got to make it a continuing story. So I can be like, well, I don't want to, but I got to.
Or it did.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Yep. That's all the scores. Absolutely. Yeah. 8. 7.5, 9, 8.5 Nelsons, 8. Yeah. That's all in the same arena. So yeah, after this now, next week will be all Alien Earth to catch up. And since the season is done now, we'll probably mush some of the episodes together. And then we'll be on Gen V, which sadly is also almost done. Boo. Yep. But yeah, we'll be mashing some of those episodes together. Also, there is some spooky season content that we have coming up. A chat about Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. What was the other one?
Because I can only do so much. So you gotta prioritize a little.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Because again, yes, we be busy in the real world. The real world never stops for the streams.
Yep. So
but yeah, Tales from the Hood, Tales from the Crypt are on deck. So stay tuned for your notificationals. That's a solid 9. Yeah. Indeed. All right. What else do you have coming up while you're waiting on your server to format?
First of all, check. Still formatting, motherfucker.
Meeks is out of space, so she's got the equipment to make new space, but it's taking a while.
It's right there, and I spent almost $1,000 on my 2 26 terabyte drives, so they're formatting. But I am going to be finishing The Righteous Gemstones. I already finished season 3. That's going to be edited and put up soon. I did watch a K-drama and I am loving it. It's just what I missed. Oh, I needed it. I am watching Bon Appetit, Your Majesty, which I affectionately call Bone Apple Titties.
Yes.
So 100%. I'm watching Bone Apple Titties and I enjoy that. So that will be coming soon. Like I said, at the end of the month, there are 3 shows. We have Welcome to Derry, we have Talamasca, The New Order, and we have Witcher season 4. And then there's something at the beginning of November. I can't remember. But then Stranger Things starts at the end of November, around Thanksgiving. Doing My Hero right now. I'm probably going to start One Punch Man because I did watch the first 2 seasons. And I do want to finish the story. And my 40 for 40 challenge, I'm doing things a little differently. I decided to put up multiple years at the same time. So I'm still going through Fallout New Vegas. I am doing 1991, which is the game that I literally am trying to set up streaming for because I need assistance and I need assistance live. Like I need assistance as it's happening because I want to be finished with this goddamn game. You hear me? I want to be done. This game frustrates the shit out of me. And it's called Another World, and I want to finish it. And so for 92, I'm doing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past for the first time. 93, I'm doing Gabriel Knight: Sins of the Father, which is a point and click game. And then I'm also still putting up the footage I have for Blueprints. And I think that's it for right now. There are some scary games on my list that I'm trying to squeeze in now, even though they're not until like the 2010s. But I'm not telling what they are. I do this to myself every single time. I don't want to play this game, but I've never played it, and it's on my list. So everybody's recommending it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bite the bullet. No, thank God.
Okay.
No.
I have one of the games I've been contemplating literally for years on starting the gaming channel is Outlast, but then I'm like,
have fun with that. I mean, it's a good game to start with, but have fun with that. I'm not.
It is, but it's scurry.
I don't want it.
You know, yeah, I'm allergic to the scurry.
I don't want that. I'm good. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I'm doing, I think.
Word. Yes. All right, so stay tuned. Yes, One Punch Man is a great series.
Amen.
Yes, indeed.
Amen, Miss Boots.
Apple titties. Yes.
Bone apple titties.
Look, I feel like everybody is flexing on Bon Appetit. And Bon Appetit, the female lead on that was also the female lead in The Land.
She's also in Girls' Generation
on Netflix. Yes. Yeah.
I really like her.
Yeah, everything that I've seen her in, I really like. Which reminds me, slightly off topic, but we also will be chatting about K-pop Demon Hunters at some point in time. And if you haven't seen that, it's also on Netflix, and you will enjoy it. Even if you're not an anime fan, the music alone will draw you in. So stay tuned. I think we'll have our girl, the infamous Kiki, come on for that, because she's very much into the K-pop world as well.
Exactly. You got bone apple titties.
Yep.
But I sing it differently. I go bone apple titties. Bone apple titties. That's how I say it when I start the video.
Word. All right. So that is us for Peacemaker, y'all. Come through next week. We'll be wrapping up Aliens and then swiftly jumping into Gen V and some spooky season stuff. It will probably trickle over into November a bit, because
I feel like the first week in November
we do have full-time jobs. Yeah, we do still have full-time jobs to do around our YouTubing. So
Halloween part 2.
Exactly. Look out for that. Appreciate y'all being here, and we will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Bye.